Don't you wanna feel good, good, good? Sometimes I wish that we could go back before you got hurt, hurt, hurt. When before I was scared, now I'm feeling prepared. Don't you wanna feel good? Don't you wanna feel good, good, good?
When you say you were leaving, I thought that you meant it. I played the victim, you start as indifferent. Hindsight comes standard with rose-colored lenses. Hate to admit it, you're better off. Now you're too afraid to look, too scared to miss it. We're night and day, solar eclipses. Too afraid to look, too scared to miss it. We're night and day, solar eclipses. Solar eclipses. Solar eclipses.
Caught up in your gravity, always end up lost in your wake. Intoxicated, maybe we can start again. Caught up in your gravity, always end up lost in your wake. Intoxicated, maybe we can start it.
Maybe feelings change, I can remember all the reasons why we went separate ways. Feeling all alone in your company, keeping you captive with guilty chains.
We're night and day, solar eclipses. Too afraid to look, too scared to miss it. We're night and day, solar eclipses. Solar eclipses. Solar eclipses.
Caught up in your gravity, always end up lost in your wake. Intoxicated, maybe we can start again. Caught up in your gravity, always end up lost in your wake. Intoxicated, maybe we can start again.
Tomorrow we build. Depends on the future we want, we can make it as real. Maybe we will go, give up the ego. Making it feel good. Too scared to just let it go. Too scared to just let it go. Tomorrow we build. Depends on the future we want, we can make it as real. Maybe we will go, give up the ego. Making it feel good. Too scared to just let it go. Too scared to just let it go.
Caught up in your gravity, always end up lost in your wake. Intoxicated, maybe we can start again. Caught up in your gravity, always end up lost in your wake. Intoxicated, maybe we can start again. We can start again. We can start it.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Apple Slices team stream. I'm not alone today. I'm McMaster, for those of you who would know me as the host. And we got my boy Nutty over here. Join us for the broadcast as well. What's up, dude?
Good afternoon, guys. How y'all doing? What a pleasure to be here. This is fun. This is fun. This is the first, it's not even a LAN, but this is the first in-person casting experience I've had since the Scenic City Invitational that we ran back in, what was that, September?
Yep.
That's what I thought.
Shout out the Scenic City Invitational. The camera died already. What are we doing here?
Oh, word?
I think my cat just killed it. Hold on. Let's try that again. Thank you.
Snacks, bro. Stop.
My cat's walking around behind the monitors, and she definitely just stepped on the cable. That's what killed it. But we're here running the stream. This is going to be a fantastic time. Let's go ahead and run over how we got to where we currently are in the bracket. So, leading off, first of all, this was day one. It was a breeze. 2-0, 2-0, and then technically 3-0, but in reality it was 1-0 because the opponents forfeited after a single game. So, that was certainly interesting. We then moved into day two. We were pooled number 3, if I remember correctly. We faced Rascabichos, which was an easy sweep. And then we had a tough draw against 9 Lives, which I don't know what happened with Taroco. They just didn't show up.
No, they just didn't play in day 2, and that actually affected my team as well over a Gen X association. That was a huge, it played a pivotal role in them making that day 3 run.
Yep. Which, congrats to Gen X for making day 3. Shame they couldn't make it
guys.
further. But here we are. We dropped to 9 Lives, then proceeded to have to face a very game Bruton Parker Christian University. Those guys are a lot of fun. Again, shout out the Scenic City Invitational when we got to meet all those guys. A lot of fun. We then had to face Old Heads FC, which went to 5, and shout out to them because I did not think that this roster was going to go to 5 against us.
It's an interesting roster. It really is.
They fought hard, but unfortunately we had to shut them down. And then from there, things just turned on in Swiss stage. We were in Pool 2, and we went insane. We had a really tough draw against Redacted to start, but after that, we did not drop a series. Went 3-0 up against Rendezvous, went 3-1 against Little Step Bros in 4 straight overtime games, and then went 3-1 over 9-0, 2-1-0, which was just fantastic.
Probably the best win that you have all weekend, in all honesty.
Oh, it easily is. It easily is. They then went on to sweep Chewy. They've been our warm-up scrim today, but this series was nuts. Comm was moving differently. Juice Taroco were playing the perfect complementary role to him, and that leads us to where we are today. And honestly, personal opinion, I think we have a slightly favorable draw. We have Team Silence, who they went to round 5, and they had a very favorable run to top 8 last time, and I think we can take this series down, in all honesty. I mean, Rez, Lev, Pigeon, they're no joke.
Great players.
I think we can take it.
It depends on how Pigeon's playing. If Pigeon's on his game and he is the best player in the lobby, it'll be tough. You could get pushed to 5. However, if Juice is as raw as he was on Sunday, I think it could be rather a quick series, if you ask me.
And Axfood, as you can see, says that if Juice chokes today, he'll be on his ass. That's what we like to hear.
Thank you, King.
We like the threat. Let's keep Juice in form
please.
while EP continues just walking around the entire
I don't know what
desk.
you're doing up here, bro.
Look, there's popping in Cameron a little bit. If we win this, we'll end up facing likely Shopify Rebellion, which is a tough draw. I have confidence in my team, but I do not know how that one's going to go. Let's just assume that Shopify take the win and move into top 8 uppers. We would drop to here.
Yes.
Or excuse me, to here, where we would end up facing either the winner. We would either face Lotus 8 likely, or no, we'd face, I guess that's like a 50-50. Redacted's going to beat 1, I think. So we'd either face 1, Unreal Nightmare, or Lotus 8 in this matchup right here. So it's going to be hopefully not a long day. Hopefully we're just a quick win, and then Dignitas upsets Shopify, and then we beat Dignitas.
That is possible.
Dignitas is the team that, frankly, can either beat anyone or can lose to anyone.
Because they didn't look incredible last Sunday. I mean, I'm not trying to throw shade around, but specifically Bora in rounds 4 and 5 didn't really look like he fit on the pitch. And that's not a bad thing. It just comes and goes. They could explode and 3-1 Shopify, because at the same time it is Shopify. So that could also happen.
But they won the regional, didn't they? Shopify?
They did, yes.
Okay, so that would unfortunately be the draw. But I think we got to focus on Team Silence first. And again, they're not a easy team to beat, but we can take them down.
Did Shopify win the regional?
I thought
Or
they
did
did.
Space Station win the regional?
I thought Shopify won.
One of the two. Yeah, I mean, they're
looking.
both top two. Yeah, I really want to. Room looks sick. Dude, I thought the exact same thing, and then I pulled up yesterday. I can confirm it is actually pretty sick.
Yup, we got a couch TV over here set up for a Switch.
Yes.
My wife's setup is over to the side of us. Beautiful spot.
And it kind of bangs.
Beastbound's in here. Look at all the caps. Beastbound brings in a lot of supporters.
He
actually.
does.
It was Shopify
It was
over
Shopify.
Space Station.
It was like, what, 4-1?
4-0.
4-0.
1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0,
Oh,
2
it's all
1.
one-goal games.
Yep. So
Space Station looked good, man.
I
like
just
that roster.
I mean, Team Silence had a pretty simple run. They barely beat Lotus 8, lost to 100X, and then had to beat Seal.
What was that old Lotus 8 roster? That was the Wellis. Nope.
Yeah, it was.
It was Wellis?
Yeah, it was
Wellis,
Wellis,
Nolly.
Nolly, and Expert,
Expert, right.
which is actually a really fun team
Yes,
in my
yes.
opinion. But, you know, almost game time. We're almost ready to go. If you guys want to keep updated with the bracket or see what it looks like, you know, exclamation point bracket in the chat. We'll go ahead and pull that up for you. And we're in the party with the players. We're just waiting on the games to start on up. And again, Team Silence, they're solid, but it feels like a super winnable first round.
Pull up pool 2 again. I wanna discuss
The entirety of pool
Yes,
2.
the
Yeah, not a
entirety of
problem.
pool 2.
Let's
Because
see. I'm blind.
no, you're good. Specifically, we can show them as well. I think if you look at this pool, we are the higher seed. Silence, specifically, in my opinion, is the best draw out of the 4 underdogs. You can make an argument for 1, but I would rather face Silence tier than 1.
Let
It's
me remind myself.
Royales.
It is?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. At any point, they can go nuts. So, I think it's fair. I would not want to face Lotus 8.
Me
Dig,
neither.
you could argue.
I mean, I guess. It just depends
really
on the
depends
day,
on
yeah.
Bora.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
we'll see. I love that the chat's already popping. Soros in here for the first time. Tiber in here for the first time.
Oh, shit, Tiger's in.
Axwood's having a blast. Everyone's just chilling. This is
Where's the cat?
Where's the cat?
Oh, it's the couch.
The cat's on the couch. All right, cool. We got to keep track of her. She goes everywhere.
Breaking the camera for the 4th time today.
Hopefully not.
That'd be pretty funny.
Hopefully not. The camera didn't have. We haven't had any issues with the camera otherwise. It has just been that lone time where EP walked around the back. But, who the person next to you?
Tiber.
So, well, if you know me, I'm McMaster. This is Nutty, my co-caster for the week, or Nate. You may recognize him from various collegiate events and or previous RLCS Top 32 appearances with Gen X Association this past Open, Golden Hour Esports previously. Ran the Scenic City Invitational Collegiate Rocket League LAN that took place in September, which Concord won in the final over East Tennessee State.
Yeah.
Am I missing things? Indiana Tech streams.
Oh, yeah. I do IT with Monkey Shines. That's always very fun. Man, shout out Monkey Shines. He's going to be over there having a
I love that
blast.
dude. We could draw against him, by the way.
Yeah,
If
that's
Lotus,
true.
If
That's
Lotus
very true.
8 dropped to Unreal Nightmare, we could end up facing Lotus 8 in lower. So we might be on a collision course with Monkey Shines, which would be an absolute blast.
We scrim Gen X. Oh, that's sick. I like their team. It's a fun team. They're cool. They're very... I mean, you have Mad Max on that roster. He's just very mechanical, but the thing that I've noticed about Max, as I've casted him... I've casted all of his top 32s, I think.
You've casted 3 top 32s and 1 top 64.
Yeah, right on. The thing about Max is that he gets a rep for just being... not having game mechs, just having flashing mechs. He's a good player. He's genuinely a good player.
I didn't know if Gen X would make top 32 or not, just because I know that team is so offensively weighted.
Yeah.
The defense is what screwed them, ultimately.
Yes, very much so. They lost day 1 because they decided to not play defense against... Who was that? That was Yags and company.
Yeah.
Shout out Ball State.
Which then, I wanted us to be able to face Yags, but we did not get to face Yags because BPC took him down first. They're doing server testing right now. If that's the audio you hear in the background, they're making sure that everyone's ping is okay before we end up getting the game underway. But Lev Resno Pigeon are in here, Apple Slices are in here, and we're almost ready for game time. Before we do, let me go ahead and get a prediction up. Those of you who have channel points can go ahead and get them in. Will Apple Slices take the W? Simple.
Please hammer, yes.
Hammer, yes. Absolutely hammer. Get that prediction up. Those of you who have channel points, have fun. Those of you who don't, that's a shame.
Should we run score predictions?
I mean, we could. I see this probably. I see this probably going to 5. It really depends on how the opening scrim went, and I don't know how it went. But I think we take it either in 4 or 5.
I was gonna say 3-1.
3-1 slices.
Yes, I think. Like you said, it really depends on how warm they are. I feel like you can lose game 1 and then get back.
Which is what we did the last 2 series
Yes.
of top 32, where we dropped the first game to Little Step Bros and dropped the first game down to 2-0 and proceeded to Gentleman's Sleep Though. So we'll see. Almost game time. They're testing out the lobby, making sure it's good. Everything looks good on ping. We'll see. With the snowstorm coming through, I didn't know if it would affect anybody or not. But the score is currently 69 to 43.
High-scoring game. I want to agree with Axfood as well. Big shout out to them. We saw Silent Speak in Open 1, making that top 8 in March. They can do it again. This is not a shut up a team whatsoever. They're very good. Pigeon can keep Resmo and Lev kind of hold down the area surrounding him. However, I do think that Apple Associates is just better.
I mean, the question is, can they beat, right? They have to, I think, in order to take this one down. Comm and Taroco alone have more experience than the entire rest of the lobby combined, which is mental to me. And Juice has really showed up, especially on the offensive side of the field. So, I mean, scrims have been running well. We even, what is it? After top 32, we ended up scrimming Unreal Nightmare in 7-0 to them.
What? You didn't know this, did you?
Yeah.
That's insane.
We 7-0'd Unreal Nightmare during scrim. So, when we play at our peak, I'm not sure there's not many that can beat us, honestly enough.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
This is gonna be fun. Actually, that's a good observation. Rely too much on having to peak. Like, the consistency isn't there as much as they need it to be.
Hell, they could mess around and get a top 8 again. And I think that entire narrative would get changed.
I almost just had some of your water.
Sharing is caring, King.
I'm used to mine being right there. This is a different field. This is something we got to get used to. But you and I have casted, we've casted together before.
Upward
SCI,
of 100 series.
yeah, online, offline. It's been good stuff, and now we're gonna bring it back around. Players are slowly readying up. Referee's just giving his info about best of 5, no pauses, no timeouts. Save the replays and then submit it in Discord. We're gonna take this down right away. Juice is gonna open things up with some mechanical brilliance, and we're gonna proceed forth.
This is going to be a coach diff. I agree with Lars. Beastbound is just the man.
Who is the coach for Silence?
I know this.
You're going to be our information guy while the games are going.
Here, give me a second. It is...
Need Comm to set a new demo record. If he actually set the new demo record, that would be nuts. It is Kamikaze. Okay.
It is Comm, yeah.
All right, cool. Well, ladies and gentlemen, hope you got your predictions in time, because that is closed, and we are ready to kick things off. Just waiting on the players to hit the field, and we're going to get things fired up. This is going to be a phenomenal time. Again, this is the Apple Slices team stream. I am McMaster. That is Nutty, and we are about to send it as soon as the players decide to hit the field, whenever they decide to do so. What are we missing?
Love.
Yeah, where's Love?
Changing the car.
I guess maybe.
I am human Liquipedia. Dude, hire him now.
Comm's mom's in here. Shout out, Comm's mom. Big fan.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
All right, Lev's in. We're ready to go. It's
go.
game time, ladies and gents. Let's have ourselves a good time, shall we? Oh, I love RLCS so much. Where is...
No.
I don't know where
Bacchus
it went.
isn't running. Bacchus isn't running.
That doesn't make sense. All right. Well, for the time being, we're going to have to just let this be, and I'll have to update Bacchus mod in between games, which is a shame. But... well, it's going to have me restart the game if I do that. I'll worry about that in a bit. Sorry about that. We'll get that set up here soon enough. Juice is going to take it right away from the corner. Bumps already being attempted from Taroco this time. Let's see if we can get things up and running. For now, it's just a little bit of offensive pressure coming through, but that double commit could make things rough for us. Comm thankfully is able to get back to time.
He's able to make a good cut there. This is something that we've seen from Comm, his entire career. He's able to get physical. He's a smart player. He's not the most mechanical guy. He's always, I'm not going to say been carried by mechanical teammates, but I mean, you look at Daniel and you look at Beast Mode. The reason that they won the big tournaments that they did is because he knew his role and he was able to play it. And I think this isn't just me saying this. There have been a lot of people who have seen shades of a young beast mode in this up-and-comer, and Juice that's a great pass down to Taroco. We will open the scoring from Unk himself just about a minute into the first game.
Referring to one of the guys in the home team stream as Unk is hilarious to me, but Taroco's been someone I haven't seen show up on offense as much as the other two names. It's nice to see him get involved early. That is something you absolutely love to see. Goal number 1 on the board for Apple Slices, looking to make it 2 off kickoff as Comm's going to come crashing in. Beats 1, it's Juice at the backboard. No, it's Comm taking it solo on the double.
This guy is an absolute madman. He's making me eat my words. 30 seconds after I talked about him not being the most mechanical player, he lines it up and slams it home. This is what we were talking about. It depended on how they came out of the gate, and so far, it's been so good.
That was an absolute beaut. What a shot coming through on the side of Comm, looking to now add up on the score even more is Taroco as he wins the challenge into the corner. Comm another infield. Taroco tries winning the 50 against Pigeon, and Lev will end up finally taking it to the orange half of the field. It feels like we haven't really seen it yet this game. Resno on a light drop down, Juice with control, has Taroco waiting, looks to go solo. Comm gets bumped out of the way before he can bump the defenders out. Pigeon now to the skies. Taroco up high, no contact. Pigeon goes underneath, leaves it for Lev. No corner double. Good challenge from Comm. Lev follow up to the backboard. He'll have a double of his own. No, just carry it in solo. 2-1 as Team Silence are now on the board.
Simple beat here from Lev, Pigeon, just hunting some physicality, can't find it. Maybe a ghost touch there from Comm, but you gotta pick and choose your battles. You can't get too worked up about that one. Good play there from Lev. They're gonna bet on their peak abilities, as we mentioned multiple times in the pre-show, but you've got to be able to fight right back. Comm looking for Taroco, his second of the day, and this is just the bread and butter for these guys.
I don't know if you noticed it, but that was 2 people who overcommitted on the side of Team Silence. Lev just had to race back with no boost, couldn't grab the corner, and Taroco's going to have that one easily handed to him. 3-1 now. A beautiful scoreline with 3:11 left. A lot of offense early from Apple Slices is not something we've seen that much throughout this open, but it is an answer off kickoff for Team Silence.
Well, this is going to be... This reminds me of Chiefs Rams in 2019, that 54-51 absolute shootout. Maybe this will be a shootout. I'm not going to complain whatsoever.
No, this has been fantastic so far. 3-2. Team Silence finally getting themselves another. Looking for possibly another kickoff goal, but except for some reason the name tag for Resnal's not going to show up for me. Juice downfield, Pigeon up top, will get removed from the field of play. Comm popped up high. Lev had that in red immediately, looking for the reset as well. Does get bumped off the ball by Taroco. Pigeon to the corner. Up high, spiking off the ceiling. Comm, great read, beats 2 defenders. Juice will now look to leak out, has control, does run out of boost, but will still have a 50 in the corner that he wins up against Pigeon. Defensive Team Silence looking a little bit awkward as Comm carries further into the blue half.
They're a bit shaky here. They've gotten one nice play and then another kickoff goal, but man, that is just unbelievable. Off the ceiling into the reset. Who was hunting the demo there? The precision and the understanding. Of course it's Comm. Who else would it be? He knows exactly when to just leave the ball, leave the rotations, and go hunt.
This is a hot start. You love to see it. Juice showing off the mechanics. Comm is getting the bumps. This is exactly how the team is supposed to function. Taroco might even have a one-on-one opportunity up against Resnal. A challenge could be dangerous still for Team Silence, but Juice is not able to get the ball in time. Lev now looking to take it on his own to the backboard over the top of one, but Comm, as reliable as ever, is able to get the clear from the backboard. Juice, early challenge, nukes it downfield. Going to be taken by Resnal up towards the ceiling. Lev to continue it, leaves it at midfield. Now Comm looks to go to work. Up high, teammate waiting in the wings. No, he may just take it on his own. Gets the bump onto Resnal. Juice to follow! White hot out of the gates are Apple Slices.
These guys are surely playing out of their minds. Look at this. Look at the IQ here from Comm. The communication's so crisp and so precise that Juice is forward before he should be, theoretically. He shouldn't be that far up before Comm decides to go for the bump. But it doesn't matter. They're clicking at levels that we haven't seen so far in the NA Open 2.
No, this is as good of a start as you could possibly ask for. Up 3 goals currently, with plenty of time to make it a much larger lead. Taroco could even do it this time to the backboard. Comm gonna follow? No, just leaves it. Juice is gonna double it instead, but Resnal with a great touch up high will kick it out wide. Pigeon now to the sidewall, just cut off immediately. The pressure is astounding right now on the side of Apple Slices. Comm's gonna just turn again and go up high with space from the ceiling, up against Lev, fakes it, goes underneath Resnal. No, not quite. It is going to be shut down as Taroco continues applying more pressure. Apple Slices are ruthless right now, and Juice is going to have another. That's 6 on the board with still a minute 20 left.
They have no boost about 5 seconds ago, yet Taroco decides to cut and continue the pressure. Why would they take the foot off the gas? It's just working.
This is fantastic. Yeah, I mean, 6 goals in the first game. Talk about a statement, really sending out a message to Team Silent saying, hey, we're here to play. You guys better start showing up because as of right now, this is our game. And certainly we're not going to relinquish this lead or this pressure either. It's a little bit of pressure in the blue half, only until Juice clears it out far. Taroco redirect on target. Resno with no boost does make the save. Lev not going to be able to win the challenge up against Comm. Will continue the dribbles. A bump comes through. Taroco doesn't even make contact, but Lev didn't have the shot on target. Comm out wide. Hard challenge. We'll get the full clear.
This is a good team in Team Silence, and oh my gracious. Juice, what a pass there. Couldn't link up with Comm, but Taroco continues it. However, Pigeon on the clear. No boost, though, but able to find one reset. He's the second. He's another man. Juice now. Buy some time, but it's right into the hands of Lev. Pigeon can't hunt the bumps, and with 30 seconds left, you gotta be thinking to yourself, this is a great showing from Apple Slices. More than anything, to me, this is a rattled Team Silence. They look shook.
Yeah, they had a good answer after we scored the first 2. Then we scored our 3rd goal, and they got a kickoff goal. It's like, okay, this is still closely contested, and we sprinted to the finish line, leaving them in the dust. So, unfortunate for them, highly fortunate for us. We will take it in stride as Comm looks for the sidewall double. It won't be found. It's a full clear. And as we continue on, I understand that the overlay is not there. I'm going to do what I can right away to try to get that fixed in between games. Let me see what I can do about getting this updated real quick.
I want to give a big shout out to Juice, and I believe that is his first ever game in a main event for RLCS. He puts up a hattie.
Yes, it is.
He puts up a hattie.
Yes, it is. That was the first game of the series. 6-2 is a crazy scoreline.
It's domination, and it's kind of what we expected. Expected coming in. We knew that there were 2 potential outcomes, right? We found the better one so far.
Yeah. 6-2. We were talking about how they relied a bit on needing to peak, and very clearly that is what happened. 6-2 is an insane stat line. Taroco opened up the scoring. So, I mean, that now, again, as good as we can ask for. The overlay will now be fixed. My apologies for it not being there. Bacchus mod was not working with me as the game had just updated, but now we're in. Should be all good to watch from here. That is a hot start for us. Unreal beginning.
You're just going to continue the momentum. There's not much else to be said. I mean, 6 goals, 4 of them being assisted on, 3 of them coming from the hands of our captain, our leader, Comm, and one of them being dished out by Juice. We only had 2 saves, which you could look at and be a little bit concerned that, you weren't able to be a brick wall, that you kind of built this team around, in my opinion. But it's because Silence didn't have much pressure. There we go. The overlay's back. 2 more to go. 5 minutes separating us in match point.
Let's see who can start off from here. See if Team Silence can at least get themselves going faster than last time. But, I mean, there's been a couple double commits that have been, for lack of a better way of putting it, questionable on the side of Team Silence. There's a good commit coming through from Resno. Pigeon's going to try to be calm on the ball, and does for a good skip touch. But Taroco will weigh that in from the corner. One touch. Comm's downfield stealing boost. Lev's going to have an opportunity to send it to the backboard, but Taroco will have that shut down. And as if our offense wasn't good enough, the defensive rotations from this team have been more than solid throughout the course of this open. The hope is we can continue it, but there is a lot of pressure from Team Silence. Comm says, eat those words, and nukes it out.
Fantastic play there from Comm. He's rotating out to try and get back to that back post. Able to remove... Wow.
The danger.
What?
Remove the danger.
How is that off? Physically, that should not be possible. We remain deadlocked at 0. As I was saying, Comm is able to rotate onto that back post, remove the main threat in Lev, and then still be able to get back to the back post and find a pivotal clear. Now, let's be honest with each other. That probably should have rattled home for Team Silence. I'm not complaining. You're not complaining. Here comes the offense, though, for Apple Slices. Nope. Taroco doesn't have a free ball. Instead, chooses his battles wisely. But Resno, man, is the leader of this team.
Yeah, that was unfortunately a very good shot. Credit has to be given where it's due. He takes the reset, fakes under 1, and the extra touch over Juice is a solid one to get Team Silence on the board first. And this has been a big flip of the script through the first minute 17. It's been all pressure in the orange half in favor of Team Silence, and they will end up benefiting with a goal on the scoreboard. Now, how quickly can we answer back? Comm's going to try to lead the charge as he carries the ball downfield. Up against Lev, reset pop is hit towards midfield, but Juice is there. Shot towards the top right. Comm tried getting the redirect, but will not find contact. Juice finds contact on a pigeon. Lev looking to go solo. A fortunate misslip from Taroco. That is 2-0 for Team Silence.
Yeah, the backflip there just, I mean, it's a little bit of an issue. However, it's okay. Here, apologies. Chat, we're going to adjust the game volume real quick. Please let us know if the audio is better there. I'm a little bit far from the mic. However, we are going to continue to do our best. Yeah, Ogo said it the best. A little bit of nerves here. It's okay. These guys are still getting back into the flow of it. It was a great Game 1 win, but still a lot more work to be done. Pardon me. And Juice! The dunk!
Holy cow, Juice taking it on his own. Lev was left on the backboard with no option but to wait, in the reset from the ceiling plus the dunk is nasty. What an answer to get us on the board.
That's why he was picked up. The raw mechanical prowess that this guy is able to bring to a team filled with two veterans who, like people have said, underrated mechanics, but they're not known for it. This kid sure is.
That was gross. That was nasty. Might even have an opportunity to second. Lev is trying to challenge from behind,
being
but
harassed.
still Juice is going on his own. Pigeon will take care of the danger at this moment. Taroco, great pinch to keep it in the blue half. Resinal, one touch and the carry downfield, another over Comm towards Pigeon with the redirect. Juice, great read. Taroco can't have contact underneath. Lev, backboard, no double. Taroco pop up high to get the clear towards midfield. Juice going to take his time and end up leaving it for Comm, who looks to take into the corner. Over the top of one. No extra touch past Resinal, but that's two defenders in the corner. Great 50 from Taroco out in front, but Juice can't capitalize.
And Taroco being harassed, Comm as that third man has to be able to buy some time and does so beautifully. Just lofts it back into that corner where none of the opposition over at Team Silence is able to make a solid play on it. Here comes Comm now. A lot of boosts and a lot of space. Reset over one. Tried to leave it for Juice, but he gets removed. Comm on the double reset, though. Almost able to will his way through Taroco. That ball just on target, but Resinal forces his way out. Comm now hunting some demos, hunting the ball, but it actually is left straight into the hands of Pigeon. But with no boost, he is able actually to grab that 100. Spelling a bit of disaster here for Apple Slices with Pigeon. A little bit of a misflip on that sidewall. We're able to clear until, yep, Juice able to make the pop.
Now it's close too, because that pass came in with some heat. The shooter was there waiting in the wings. Good challenge from Juice. Now Pigeon up from the ceiling. One touch against Taroco. Hard off the corner. Comm's going to take his time, fake out Lev. But Lev still stays true on the ball. Over the top of one. Comm and Juice looking to work together. The 50 goes off the sidewall. Taroco will be next to it. Plays back, waiting for that challenge as Lev will pop up to the air. Pigeon gonna end up faking it down low for Lev, but the demo could open things up as Resinal's left as the only defender back. Comm just playing patient, looking to see where Resinal is. They'll play the 50 to the sidewall, just trying to get the ball in the blue half as we have just over a minute to get another on the board.
He's able to slow the game down unlike anyone in this lobby is. It's just, he's able to meticulously craft what he's doing to the point where it almost manipulates his opponents. It's the experience diff. This team, yes, they've made a top 8, but they haven't been to LAN. They haven't won regionals. They haven't won LANs.
It's different. It's totally different. I mean, Comm has won one of the biggest prize pool events ever in Gamers 8 when he was on version 1. Again, has all the experience in the world, has played at the world stage. This team from Team Silence is very gifted, but the experience, again, not quite there. And we're going to need Comm's experience to step up in the last 30 seconds if we want to tie this game. But Team Silence have looked a lot better. They've looked settled in. Last game was certainly shaky. This looks better from them. However, Taroco has an opportunity. It's just not quite on. Comm will steal that boost. Juice on the turn. Taroco is not there. Doesn't circle back. The pinch clear is going to waste some seconds. Can we have some last-second miracles?
Team Silence has been in control of the possession over the about past minute, but one more heroic gasp here for Apple Slices. Taroco gets the ball taken off the top by Resinal. It's going to have to be done in the air, which it's not going to be able to. It looked like it would bounce off the corner, but alas, it goes down.
That's right. One game each. It wasn't really a bad game from us. It was a better game from them. They stepped
agreed.
up. That was more of what we expected, more of the peak side of Silence,
Yes.
and everything this game was more focused on working together. There was a lot less solo individual efforts on the side of Silence compared to last game.
You kind of need to isolate those solo plays from Silenced as well, because when they're able to click and they're able to dice you up, that's when bad things happen. However, we saw in game 1, it just looked like it was Pigeon solo play after Pigeon solo play, and then a Lev solo play randomly sprinkled in there.
Yep.
That's more of the structure that you need to be able to exploit if you're going to take it down 3-1 still, which is a possibility.
We'll see if we can take it down. I think we can. We just got to get the offense back online, honestly enough. It seemed like a bit of a struggle to get out of our own half, so the hope is we can end up finding some more transition plays. We feasted on transition offense throughout the course of this entire open.
Yes.
I think that has to go back to being a focal point on those clears. Look for those bombing clears downfield to be passes. Try to find teammates in transition, and let's not be afraid to continue putting the pressure back on these guys, because Silence did not like when the pressure was applied onto their defense.
You saw that nice transition play that did result in Juice getting that mechanical goal, but it occurred due to Comm's heroics on that back line. He was able to get the demo and then clear out some space for our mechanical superstar to work.
We'll see if we can turn things around. Comm right away is going to apply pressure. Good
Nice
passing
pass.
field. Taroco to the near side. We'll bury it home a mere 6 seconds in. That's what we like to see.
Resinal seems a little bit lost here. It seems like him and Pigeon have some communication issues. Pigeon wants to go for that 100 boost, which ends up getting stolen. Resinal wants him to go for the ball, but neither happened, and it's an easy 1-2 Comm to Taroco. It's the experience again.
The two vets
Yes.
going to each other early, and it was a really great challenge from Taroco to make sure that ball had enough speed to get by on the near
Yes,
side too, because
exactly.
it felt as though that was the more savable angle for the defense, but yet obviously not savable enough as Taroco was able to slot it home. Now Juice
Right.
is simply going to beat the defense. I'm not sure. It looked like another communication issue,
Yeah.
honestly enough, because Pigeon goes up, elects to not make contact. Maybe it was a design fake for Resinal, but Juice regardless has more pace.
Even if it was designed, Juice is still able to make that read. He still understands that Resinal's in a very poor position there. There's no need for a fake when you're the only one that can effectively play that ball.
Right now, Juice is playing an aggressive first man, forcing Pigeon up high, and Comm is there to receive it. Left now, up high. Taroco, again, just going for the pre-jumps early. The bump comes through, a little awkward defensively, but Resinal has no angle on a shot. Popped up high by Juice. Resinal once again towards net. A demo comes through onto Comm. But now again, Lev circling back. He's looking to apply a lot of individual pressure. Both Juice and Comm went up for the ball. Lev stealing boost. Reserve starting to get low, but a great pop from Comm means Lev has to take a little more time and have a little more patience on this. Juice up against Resinal. That 50 kicks out. Taroco and Comm both looking to apply pressure. Good job making sure we're able to keep the defensive wall up and standing.
This is very reminiscent of Game 1, not in the sense that Apple Slices is having a fantastic game and they're peaking, but it's the issues that we've seen from Team Silence. It's two supposed communicational issues that have resulted in those first 2 goals for Apple Slices, but this here is a nice play from Team Silence. Great 50 taking the angle from Resinal's fantastic, and Pigeon just able to pick the pockets and have the lead, but still, Apple Slice is in firm control.
But if this game is going to be similar to Game 1, we are probably going to answer back here relatively quickly to
I'd
get
like
our
that.
third on the board. Level have contact towards Resinal, but Taroco's going to take it downfield. Resinal trying to leave it for Pigeon, does so successfully. Comm with the 50. Juice is going to be up next to the ball and will win the race, but Pigeon had a good pre-jump attempt and will get the challenge on the 50-50. Taroco's going to leave it for Comm to boot downfield. Few seconds off the clock. Lev gonna now bring it into the orange half. A little bit of boomer ball going back and forth. Neither team really holding on to possession at the moment.
And that's fine. You got to be able to nurse the final 3 minutes. You don't pump the brakes. You don't let go of that gas and allow them to creep back into that orange half. But it's okay to kind of boom these balls back and forth and allow your teammates to reconvene and get some boost and position themselves effectively. However, Comm's a little bit of a nuisance. We already knew this. However, he's able to make it known for Team Silence. Lev now. First touch is solid. No reset to play with. Just going to have to play to 50, which Comm's able to avoid. Clear out of his own half and reset for Apple Slices.
Pigeon bumped off the ball right away by Comm. Taroco doesn't have an angle, so Pigeon will still end up committing, but Juice is equal with the save. Resinal out wide to the sidewall. Lev won't have the touch. It's Taroco with a shot to the far post and has it. And again, it's Team Silence tripping over themselves defensively. Resinal and Lev here bumping each other head on, and neither of which are able to get back while Pigeon scrambles as best he can, but his best is not good enough.
You know, I really thought this was going to be a bit of a blimp from Apple Slices. It seemed like Comm and Taroco both going up. Taroco calling Comm off. However, he saw something that Comm didn't. He saw his angle, and he was able to pick his position and nail it.
Now Comm's going to circle back to this at the midfield line as well. On the pop, taking his time from the ceiling. One touch, keeping the ball in the air towards the backboard. Might have a double instead. It's Resnal with the challenge. Pigeon from the backboard carrying up against Juice. Possession maintained now by Apple Slices. 15 up high, off the ceiling, drop down. Taroco will not challenge. Looking to play a little bit safe with the lead. But Comm up against Lev does successfully take the ball off of him. Juice again into the blue half. Comm continuing on with the reset from the ceiling towards the top left corner. Resnal shuts it down.
And it's okay to play a little bit slower in these situations. There's a very fine line between playing slow and controlling the game and just, like I've said so many times before, letting off the gas. Apple Slices is still able to maintain their mainstay in the blue half, and then when we do head back to our orange net, it's controlled. The communication's fine. They're not letting up any free shots, any easy shots at that. And this is more of what I want to see. This is the type of play that'll get you into the top 16. Scoring 6 goals in game 1, that's great. But when you have a vulnerable backline, it's scary. This is a complete revelation.
It's phenomenal, and as you had said, I think the big thing is that controlled defense that you were talking about. It's the fact that we were making Team Silence work so hard for every goal. They have to be creative. They have to win challenges. They have to beat multiple defenders while we're creating three-man plays, and their defense is forced to outstretch every single time. Team Silence is not getting anything easy, but that demo could open things up. Just kidding. Taroco's there, waiting in tow for the shot. 45 seconds left, still up 2. The defense looking calm and collected. Taroco's going to be able to blast that out towards Comm. He's going to play the catch. Extra touch from the corner. No double. Resnal and Pigeon again colliding defensively. Lev doesn't have anything to work with. Silence are just tripping over themselves at the moment.
Yeah, they're kind of on their final lifeline before they're able to face match point and potentially the lower bracket in the Day 4 GSL stage, but they still have 20 seconds, and that demo opens up some space. However, you have that man, Taroco, who's played a hell of a series so far. He's able to threaten that offensive pressure, and with 10 seconds to go, you do got to score with at least 1 second remaining, and Taroco is going to, I believe, fully close that window. There you go. 2-1 in favor of Apple Slices. They're on match point for top 12.
And Comm doesn't even want to see the offensive opportunity develop. I think they were certainly looking for more of a pre-jump passing play anyways, but regardless of that, that is a solid game coming through on the side of Apple Slices. You love to see it. We are currently rolling. I mean, the defense looked great. I think that was one of the big things. The offense worked together, but the defense, keeping it calm, slowing down the pace of play when Silence want to be all gas, no brakes, that arguably was what helped us the most, but Team Silence also helped us out by running into each other quite a bit.
And that's 7 saves on the side of Apple Slices. It's the communication that we harped on from game 2. They're able to understand, specifically Comm and Taroco, in my opinion. This is not a diss at Juice whatsoever, but Comm and Taroco have that experience. They both know where the rest of their team is. They're able to fill the gaps, and that's an invaluable piece of the game.
It's an intangible, really.
Yes, that's the good word for it. Thank you.
Yeah, I got it. I got you. All day. Come on. Who do we think we are?
This guy, man. This fella.
But I love what I'm seeing right now. I love the fact that
Me
the
too.
defense for Team Silence is being given no space to breathe, and when they're on offense, they have to send the house basically to score. In Game 2, we did struggle a little bit defensively. They definitely put us on the back foot. But in Game 3, it turned back around again to where our defense controlled the pace of play. We were able to deal with the pressure considerably better than we did in Game 2. And I'm hoping we can continue building upon that. As you had mentioned, we are on match point, looking to advance into the winning side of the bracket. The defense runs into each other again on a double commit, but this time we're not able to punish, at least not yet.
This is exactly what you want to see, the sustained pressure. It was only 30 seconds, but it was a lot of shots and a lot of opportunities. You weren't able to capitalize on a couple of them, but at the end of the day, that's okay. Your opportunities will come. You have to make do with a couple of them. Taroco now lost that ball in to keep Resnal honest, which he is. Resnal's still a solid player. He's been the most impressive player on Team Silence for me so far, specifically in that Game 2. Kind of kept them in Game 3 as well, but now on the 1v1 Comm, he was built for that right there. However, on Pigeon's return, he is able to force that a 1v2, but he keeps around and finally sticks one in.
And that's another double commit from Team Silence. Pigeon and Resnal both going for that ball, and Taroco simply has to beat one defender. Comm was sat on the goal line. No matter where that ball went, he was going to end up sending it home.
I feel a little bit for Lev. This has not been his best performance so far today. You wonder what's really happening. Maybe it's the nerds. Maybe it's just, you know, an off day. And that's, you know, they come and go. But he's a fantastic player. I am hopeful that he's going to be able to make a real lasting impact, hopefully, with a solid play in their lower bracket run, which is obviously coming.
Which is inbound as we are currently talking. Taroco's going to just lob it towards net. Pigeon, you know, you had mentioned pre-series that Pigeon is going to be the guy that really steps up in this series for Team Silence to have a chance. And the thing is, we have not called on Pigeon at all unless it's been a defensive error. It feels as though offensively he has been non-existent through the series, and defensively we find him in head-on collisions with Lev and Resnal. Not the way you want to see Pigeon play unless you're cheering for apple slices like we are. So I'll take that play from Pigeon, but you do feel a little bit for him. We know that this isn't his best. I'm certain he knows it.
Sure.
The hope is he isn't able to turn it around until they end up making a lower bracket run. Let's just take the series down 3-1 and continue on from here.
You know, as a fan, you do hate to see it because he's a great kid as well. Just a solid young man as well. But however, we are on the Apple Slices team stream. You gotta be feeling yourself a little bit. This is good play here, specifically from Comm and Taroco. I love what I'm seeing out of Juice, but it's what I expect out of Juice. He's able to have some flashy plays and still fills the gaps. Comm and Taroco, man, they're everywhere so far today. But as we approach halftime in Game 4, this 1-0 lead is, you know, it's not firm. It's not firm by any means, but they've been able to sustain that possession, and that's what's, in my opinion, been the decider.
Yeah, the lead is under threat right now with a lot of pressure coming through from Team Silence, but now it's going to be cleared out as Comm's going to search for Taroco, who was originally looking for bumps, redirects his attention to the backboard. Comm and Resnal on a very neutral 50. Lev, the kick out. Juice was not able to challenge that. Now Comm will from the ceiling again. He's been showing off the mechs all weekend long, or all week long now, as he beats one over the top. Can't beat Resnal to the follow-up. Lev will have a turn and a chance at a free ball, but he's starting from his own corner. Pigeon looking to run interference. Good pop from Lev. A bump comes through, but the inaccuracy costs Team Silence. Resnal keeping out in front. Shot is low, and they will end up tying the game.
Pigeon, welcome to the scoring sheet, my friends. Good to see you there, but it's been a game of inches for Team Silence specifically. When they've been off, it hasn't been by much. Apple Slices, you know, Taroco with limited boost, he's up on that backboard. It's difficult, it is, but 1-1, there's still over 100 seconds left. More than enough time for a bounce back.
Plenty of time, yeah. We can answer back, and again, they are the ones that are playing from behind. Not just in this game, but in the series in general. They're the ones who have to win 2 in a row.
Yep.
They're the ones who had to score as an answer to us.
Yep.
So we're still playing from ahead, which is a very nice position to play from. But that goal could be the one that activates Pigeon, that really sets him ablaze. Can we answer back? Comm will have a nice challenge into the corner. Under 90 seconds left. It's a reset from Lev. Looking to go low against Juice. Unsuccessful. Pre-flip pass from Juice to Taroco on the breakout. Extra touch over the head of Pigeon. Getting the lead back is Taroco.
It's the transition plays that you harped on in between games 3 and 4. Juice just able to dish it out. Taroco beats Resnal, who takes a poor angle and kisses that one directly underneath the crossbar. I told y'all, it's enough time for a response, and it comes just 32 seconds afterwards.
Taroco's been more involved offensively than he has been the entirety of this open, and I love to see it. If you're going to get active and start peaking, now is the time to do it here in top 16. But Pigeon does have a shooting opportunity. It's just off the backboard. Taroco stops that ball dead in its tracks. Juice to carry out wide. Comm taking his time up against Resnal now. We'll have the slow turn. That plays towards Pigeon, but he's just going to take it over towards the corner. Slowly playing his Pigeon. Taroco now into the corner once more up against Lev. Just wasting time. And there's the controlled pace from the defense. Slowing down the ball, stopping the momentum for the players of Team Silence. Comm getting a play through, but Juice not going to be able to have anything else following that.
It's what you're harping on the entire time. Now, that was a great play there from Lev and Resnal. He went for the air dribble bump. Couldn't come to fruition, but those are the shots that you need to take. Down to your last life in the upper bracket, you send the house, you park the bus. You do anything you can to try and find an exploit in this defense. Resnal can't find it, because Juice is up before I even thought he was. Pigeon now on the 50-50, empty net, but the demo from Juice! Are you kidding me? What a heads-up play in common transition. One more for the road, can't find it. But with 2 seconds left, it's gonna fall, not quite yet. Here we go. In the air, 0-second drill. Resinal keeps it up, but it's to the point where no one can follow, and it's top 12 for your apple slices.
And you know something? I think before the bump from Juice, there was a team bump.
It was, yes, that's what
that
happened.
moved the shooter out of the way. And it was just another issue from Team Silenced that we were able to punish. That's 3-1.
What a
we'll
play
take
from
it.
Juice, though, man. That was clutch.
That was beautiful from Juice. We love that. Before we go to a break, we are going to go ahead and update you guys on the bracket and where it currently sits as soon as I can go ahead and get things
There's some fun
situated.
results so far. Yeah,
there is some interesting developments currently going on throughout the region. So, real quick, let's go ahead and go down to the bracket. M80 took down 90210 3-1.
Expected.
Seal and Gen G are in Game 5. Space Station Sweatfoot, NRG 3-1 over Shuffles Kittens, Redacted sweep 1. Unreal Nightmare sweep Lotus 8. I thought that was a coin flip series. Because Lotus
I'd
8...
say 65-35. Unreal Nightmare is disgusting.
But Lotus 8 is the 100x35 roster that got top 4.
Aqua probably had a hell of a series. That's
He
what I'm
had to have.
expecting.
He absolutely had to.
need to
And then
find who's
Space
trading
Station or Shopify is up on Dig right now. We already took down Team Silence. We're currently waiting
It's over.
on this. It is over.
Seal Gen G is over.
We'll be getting that result here shortly then. I'm curious to see. It is Gen G. They take it in 5.
Okay. That's
In a 1-0 game.
That's a good result there from Seal, man. That's a good result.
Good for them. Group B is now no longer showing up on my page. Thank you, Liquipedia.
Oh, valid.
All right, we don't know what's up with the rest of that. But that is a hot start for Apple Slices. I got to pay out the prediction. Who put 100 points on no?
You can tell. You can tell. Go back. You can tell.
I can?
Yeah. Hover over the bottom one. Hugs. Ban
Hugs.
him. Ban him!
No, okay. I'm not going to ban him for being wrong.
Fine. That's fair.
I'm not going to ban him for being correct. We'll pay out the predictions, and we're going to take ourselves a quick break, make sure we're hydrated and whatnot. We will be right back with an upper bracket matchup that is either going to be Shopify or Dignitas. We will be right back.
Party.我到美国已经有4个月了。先晚我到美国的我们这个城市的市中心去逛了一下，没想到这一逛就走失了，看到了很多当地人在喝酒、聊天、吃饭。我来到美国已经有4个月了。今天我到了我们这城市的市中心，准备去逛一逛，没想到这一逛就走失了。We like to party.
right, let's go ahead and just tune this music down a bit and say welcome back to everyone who is watching. I'm McMaster. Alongside me is my friend Nate, aka Nutty, another fellow Rocket League caster of Gen X Association, who, you know, unfortunately in top 32 went out, but is here with us for top 16. And we are very grateful for that. So thank you for being here, my man. A very hot first series. And before we get into the next series, we need to kind of go over how things have developed to where we are, where we currently are. So we made top 32. The second day of Swiss was pretty awkward for us. Or not second day of Swiss, excuse me. Day 2 of the Open was pretty awkward for us. We dropped the lowers after losing to 9 lives, which, you know, they're a quality team. Yeah. But we struggled quite a bit. You know, 3-1 over BPC, 3-2 over Old Heads FC when arguably we should have swept. Kind of a rough go of things. But then when it came to the Swiss stage, we cooked. We dropped 3-1 to Redacted. Honestly, I wasn't even upset about the result because we were playing very quality Rocket League.
You can't be upset about that.
We then proceed to win our next match up against Rendezvous, which was a pretty simple win, trying to get this underneath the camera. Beat Little Step Bros, who went 2-3, and then 3-1 902-0, which was a very high quality result. And then today, opened up the day by beating a top 8 team in Team Silence 3-1. And though these games were close towards the back part of the series, it didn't feel that way at all. It honestly felt like we kind of ran away with it. Now we face Shopify Rebellion, the defending regional champions. Yeah. That's a tough draw. It is what it is, though. You know, we're going to live with it. We're going to deal with it. Everything so far that has happened in the bracket is kind of what we expected, I would say.
I'd agree.
NRG took down Shuffles Kittens 3-1. I guess you could have argued a sweep, but one of the games was an overtime win for Shuffles Kittens. They're a solid team. They're always reliably solid. Space Station swept Foot. As much as I love Foot, specifically Adam Baguette, their coach,
Adam's cool.
It doesn't click with me, their team.
I don't like it. I think if you put Apple Slices and Foot in a 7-game series, I do think Apple Slices just wins.
Which would make sense because the former team, Top Le, did beat Foot.
Yes.
In top 16, it beat him in top 32. So we'll see.
Sorry, X Food. Not really. I'm
sorry,
really not,
dude.
honestly. I'm gonna be honest.
It's just that it on paper feels the results should be there when they're not quite there. So it's not meant to be shade. It's just honest. Gen G is shaky right now. This feels
Seal's
like
a good team.
Yeah, Seal's a good team, but Gen G had to go to the 5th series anyways in top 32. They, to me, just seem a bit vulnerable. They did beat Seal. You know, beating Seal 3-2 is fine. It was a 1-0 game, you know.
They lost to Unreal and M80. Those are 2 fine losses. Actually.
Well, getting swept by
M80
to me
is
not
kind of trash.
Great.
And
then Kraken Seas took him to 5. Next to New took him to 5. You know what I mean?
Anthony.
If we win this, yes.
Top 6, yeah.
Yes, guaranteed top 6.
It'd be Taroco's highest placement since Netherlands, Canada. It'd be Juice's. I mean, this is
Juice's highest, no matter what already. Juice has not been top 16 before, so he looks settled in. Honestly, he doesn't look nervous.
Fine, dude.
And then Comm's last big placement would have been getting 9th through 12th in the last Open, and then prior to that, it would have been OG in the 2024 season. Because last season he didn't really compete. Remember there was an issue with Star GG?
He played with Tech. He got 9th through 12th with Tech, and then he got 5th through 6th in LCQ with Carl. That Carl team was fun.
It was. But do we count LCQ with the fact that there aren't other NA teams in there? Because technically, wouldn't that be like a 10th place?
Yeah, it would have been 9th through 10th technically, but I still beat some good teams. That was Mech's coming out party, was it not?
I believe it was.
Sorry, bad way to put that.
We get what you mean.
Yep,
we get what you mean. But regardless, other than that, the only other series we haven't really discussed is M80 going 3-1 over 902-0. M80's doing better than I thought they would, honestly enough. Because I've casted Nolly a lot, especially in recent form with him being at St. Ed's. Yeah. And he's either peaking and he's doing phenomenal, or it's rough. And I guess he's on the higher end of things. Life and Mech are very good, but I just didn't expect him to be playing as well as they currently are. So good on them. They're up against Gen G next. NRG will face Space Station, which is a crazy matchup.
Predictions right now. These 4 matchups. Ready?
NRG Space Station.
Yep. Don't give me scores. Just give me winner.
NRG in 5.
Okay. We'll do scores. That's fine. NRG in 5.
You agreeing with that? Or am I just going through all 4?
Go all 4 and then
Okay.
I'll go all 4.
I think M80 beat Gen G.
Yes.
In 4.
Okay.
Or even less, because they already played each other and
They
it was
did.
a sweep.
It was a
So give me M80 in 4. Give me Redacted in 4. And then I'm not going to give... you know what? Give me Apple Slices in 5. Bang.
Space Station 1 game 1. I was about to say give me...
Space Station already
yeah.
won.
I was about to say give me Space Station in 4. Give me Space Station in 4. Give me N80 in 4. Give me Unreal Nightmare in 5.
Unreal Nightmare over Redacted is a crazy shout.
I love that team. I love that team.
Whew.
Aqua is so good.
And then for us,
Not gonna lie,
yeah, Shuffles,
wow,
Shuffles
yeah.
Kittens, and Foot have to play each other, and one of them is out immediately.
Shuffles is the full Team Evo roster, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
That is Relating Wave Speed.
Yes,
and
Morvo, yes.
I'm forgetting who. Arju, excuse me.
Yeah. It was 3-1.
Yes, Morvo.
3-1.
Yeah, Juice did win. They won. We won the first series 3-1 over Team Silence. We draw Shopify Rebellion next.
How have we not started?
I'm not sure. We have everyone else is probably already playing, but we
Yeah.
have not started. So I guess we're just waiting on lobby. They haven't said anything in the chat. They haven't said anything to me in Discord. So we'll see. We're waiting on the game to get going. So I mean, I guess we'll find out how this one's gonna play out. Chat, how do you feel about the rest of the matchups? Thoughts on Energy Space Station? You know what? No, thoughts on Gen G M80 because if Gen G feels vulnerable and M80 feel better than what
think
I expected.
Gen G is just the underdog.
The perennial
I
underdog.
just think they're the underdog. You
They're
know,
in a weird
the
spot.
public would agree as well. And in class, who do they play next? Shopify is next on the chopping block.
And there goes everyone.
Yeah.
Hey, Morvo, have some confidence in the team. Come
It's
on.
over.
This is the team stream. Bring some positive energy. Come on, cheer on
Hey.
Juice like it's no one's business. Juice is about to shock the world. Okay,
I'd like that.
he's a Michigan State guy.
Yeah, I was about to say, Morvo, who's the new third for MSU?
They got rid of one of their players.
Drewy.
Oh yeah. Morvo should go to St. Edwards, the team with Nolly and
That'd be
Wellis.
pretty cool, man. That'd be
You hear that? Hear that, Morvo? You should go to St. Edwards in Texas and join Nolly and Wellis as their third. Just throwing that out there. Not actively recruiting or anything. You think Redacted sweep? I mean, to be fair, Unreal Nightmare just swept Lotus 8, which is the 100x35 roster, so we'll see. Knock is their third.
Oh, wow. Actually, I like that.
Space Station's up 1-0 in game 2 early. Did NRG win Worlds just to absolutely fall over?
I think Reveal's actually just Jesus
Just
reincarnated.
dogging them. We'll pull up the game so we can have a little bit of a watch party while waiting for that. If you guys would like that to be the case, but I haven't. Shouldn't have an ad block's not working with me. What a
Reveal?
shame.
What is happening to the camera? You see that too?
Yeah, I do. Okay, what are we doing here? Let's just go ahead and.
Tweaking.
Wow, this is a problem.
This is actually a pretty cool effect. I'm gonna be honest with you. It looks like we're in the Matrix or something.
Yeah, but this doesn't go hard for the Apple Slices team stream, I don't think.
Camera glitching. No
Oh, yeah,
way.
yeah, we see that, we
No
see that.
way.
All right, hold on. Here's what we're going to do. We're just going to go to the screen, and we're going to turn off the camera group for now.
That's fine. We can just watch for a bit.
If it wants to load. Is everything just falling apart
BMO
with my
scored.
camera?
BMO just scored.
That's cool, but
You're not dropping frames. You're fine, dude.
did all of Chrome crash?
Rest in peace, my granny. She got hit by a bazooka.
There it goes.
Nice.
Okay. That was weird. Maybe the camera's okay now? Maybe it was just my computer. Nope, camera's definitely not okay. We're going to unplug that and replug that sucker back in.
There you go, that guy.
Holy crap. I've never seen that. I've not had camera issues on this stream before, but here we are. Maybe it was EP doing stupid
Yeah,
things.
bro, the cat, I'm telling you. Any phones near wires?
No.
Not for me, no.
No phones near any wires. Guarantee you EP's just doing
God,
some
Juice
stuff.
got that new promo energy.
I guess
He's got
felt
it.
a little loose, but shouldn't have been glitching out like that. I ain't never seen that.
Is that a line directly through our head, or am I crazy?
What are you talking about?
Oh,
Hold up. We're getting there.
That's good, bro.
Should be good to go.
Alright,
Okay, it looks fine now. Golly. Ugh. This series is already almost done with 2 games, and we haven't started yet. I would love to get us back up and running. Okay. Golly.
Dude, Bass is in CJ's stream just... He's so mad that we're not started yet.
He is?
Look, can we get the...
Why is Bass so angry?
I don't know, man. He wants to watch his fellas.
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, W camera now.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
Goodness gracious, that was absurd. I've never had that. Of all the days, you know?
Nah, we're good. Don't worry about it.
Of all the days. Alright.
I
Can
go back to
NRG do
Tennessee.
something?
They had a nice one, too. I believe it was, Atomic and the female.
Thanks, Owen. Much appreciated. For our post? Oh my god, what placement. Shame it wasn't good enough. Everyone's just spamming W cam. You know what? Everyone get it in the chat. W
Alright.
cam in the
I
chat.
got you. Give me a
Fire away.
W cam. Alright, I joined.
Everyone get W cam in the chat. And
Reveal has been
Dude,
one
what
of
are
the
we doing?
most impressive players so far this season for me. Specifically on the defensive half.
I would love to know what we're doing.
Oh my gosh.
Get the chat out of here. We don't want to see that yet.
Mid.
Still up. Okay. Oh my
No
god,
shot.
Diaz.
No shot.
No, Beast Mode. Now Beast Mode's gonna go coast to coast.
Hey, yeah, put the predict up. Put the predict up.
Oh yeah, good point. I'll do that while the game's going on. Oh, we're joining the game.
How'd you know? Oh, I see it too.
Rocket League flashing.
Yep.
But I kind of want to see how this goes, you know?
I don't think we're gonna be able to. I can tell you in game. Oh, they're not in. Oh, there we go.
No, they gotta make sure that the lobby's good, remember? Kind of cool being in a lobby with CJ as well. Are they just playing?
I think so. You probably should switch.
Oh, you know what? I think we are just diving
Game
into it,
time!
which means we're gonna have to close this out and get going right away. Yeah, I'm pretty certain this is live. You think this is live?
Yeah, no, it's like.
All right. Interesting. Sure. This is certainly one way of diving into a series. All right, we'll take it. 0-0 early on. I don't even know where to go from this.
Not much else.
No, I mean, I get.
Oh!
There goes Kofer. We were not testing anything, as it turns out.
They're still playing. They're still playing.
Yeah, but is this for real or not?
This is test. Okay. Great. Thank you, Bob.
Thank you very much, Bob. Golly. Hello? Keyboard? Please? Thanks. Oh, wow. When did I hit insert? I meant to hit no more. I'm messing up a lot of stuff right now. This is a whole mess.
Fuck. I'm sitting staring at nothing.
Whatever. That was a whole mess. So, thankfully, we don't have to worry about that anymore.
Energy didn't open that. They missed it.
Energy missed an open net.
Yes. Atomic misses! Oh, it's a massive mistake!
Oh, dude, that hurts so much to be a part of. All right.
That was
Yeah,
funny. That
W
was funny.
prod, W prod, W camera, W prod. This is why I get paid the big bucks to be here, guys. It's totally not a volunteer basis kind of thing. Just make sure JetX pays you, all right?
I'm not dossing nothing. I'm not dossing nothing.
All right. Let's go ahead and get this crap underway, okay?
Shut up, guys. Hacking your setup to sabotage.
Can you imagine if that was the case?
Alright, they need to,
How
bro.
mental that would be.
We're gonna put belt if they don't. Daniel scores.
Energy even the series?
Yes, fine.
Good for them.
2.5 minutes in.
All right. Hopefully you all got your predictions in during whatever the heck that was. Ugh. What a mess. That was a joke. But you got to work on production for NIP. That's sick. I tried. I applied to be one of their
That is
casters. I tried, but did not get it. So, it is what it is.
Proud
For-
of you, young king.
Congratulations on that. That's a sick roll. Well, the prediction was up, Oglela, but it is not there anymore. Because it's game time. shall we get underway with the real series and move on from here? Let's have some fun. Let's enjoy ourselves. Series number 2 of the day. We're up against Shopify Rebellion, the defending regional champions. LJ, First Killer, and Kofer. This is not going to be easy.
No, not at all. This is obviously going to be one of the bigger tests that you face, all regional, regardless if you make top 8 or not. These guys are the cream of the crop. They were second in the kickoff LAN special. I believe they won the RLCS NA Open 1 in Copenhagen. Was it Copenhagen?
Yes, it was.
Well, and that's a good.
Yep, that's Kofer simply taking it on through. Comm did not have the challenge on LJ, unfortunately, and Kofer just puts it at the far post behind Taroco and just out of the reach of Juice. The defending regional champs starting off as you would kind of expect them to, with a very early goal.
Absolutely. Maybe. The one point of interest for me is Dignitas took a game off of this team. This is a very, very good team. I don't think Dignitas should be taking games off of Shopify Rebellion, but if Dignitas can take a game off them, man, we could take 2, maybe even 3.
Certainly, but my one thing, well, first of all, there is a stupid number of demos going on in the field. What a horrible respawn.
No!
That might just be the worst respawn ever witnessed by humanity.
Oh, Taroco, no!
That's brutal. You know what really sucked? You know, they do the special replay camera, or the special respawn cameras now, so Taroco would have sat there and seen the ball just going right at where he is, pops up, and then it's just in the back of the net. That would suck so much.
No,
it actually would. It does suck so much, unfortunately, and we're going to have to try to climb out of this 2-0 deficit that we are now experiencing early on. I think what I was trying to communicate earlier is that, you know, Comm and Taroco, they've been here, they've faced these players. This is new for Juice, and I wonder, you know, are nerves going to show through for him? It looked like there were a couple early on. I'm hoping, you know, getting his wits about him. This is a good opportunity to do so, but LJ will escape the bumps.
Juice is kind of that X factor for this series, absolutely. If he's on it, then, you know, there for sure is a chance. But if he kind of takes a passive, more, not even a third man role, if he's just a little bit even off his game, I feel like this could get out of hand rather quickly. Especially with Kofer and LJ just hunting with a full hunting rifle. Wow, that's a little bit of unfortunate work right there.
I don't even know how LJ got this one in, honestly enough. I know he was trying to get the bump on Comm, and instead just hit the ball, and Juice is stuck too far back in the net. All right. This is a bit of a shock to the system. Hopefully we can turn things around from here. Down 3-0. Just get some on the board, start getting some momentum behind us. I get that this is the regional champs that we're dealing with, but as you had said, if Dignitas were able to take a game off of them, I certainly think that we can do the same. As Comm gets a demo into 1, looks for more. LJ and First Killer have to come together for that save. Taroco, 1 touch from the corner, gets a second in field, but there's no one waiting for it. Instead, it's Kofer to take it out wide while Comm cuts it off at the midfield line.
Now, it's only been 2 minutes into this series, but the one thing that I'm wanting to see more of is the amount of bumps and the amount of demos that we saw in the Team Silent series. It was heavy, specifically from Taroco, Comm as well, getting his own, but there's been nothing going here for Apple Slices. 4-0, you bet this is going to be a tough one.
It's game 1. You know what? In top 32 on Sunday, we had series where we dropped the first game and then proceeded to go on and crush it. So I'm hoping we can turn things around. I'm not going to call this game a wash just yet. Anything can happen. It is Rocket League after all, but this is about as rough of a start as you can ask for. We're the ones who are typically the ones invoking physical plays. We've been pushed around. Offense can't really get things going. Our defense has been stuck in our own corner. We're getting bullied out of position. Let's just get something on the board. Start getting some feeling back as Taroco has a shot. What a shot that is. Good angle from Taroco. He really has been the star offensively so far today.
He's been the revolving piece for Team Apple Slices, and that's, you know, it's not a bad thing, actually. That's quite good. The man that you don't expect to kind of be that high-flying superstar is kind of filled those shoes.
Yeah, it's been good stuff so far. And off kickoff, First Killer's going to have 1 touch out wide. Waiting in the corner is Comm. Good pop, but gets bumped immediately off the ball. Kofer going to circle around to it, play patient. The extra touch is around Juice. Comm the 50 up high. Juice looking for a demo. Does find 1. It's an opportunity in front, but a great save from First Killer to keep the lead at 3. Juice looking to stick with the ball. Does beat 1 over the top. It's LJ he beat, but cannot find the ball on target. It does look like the offense is starting to come alive, though, as Comm comes up from up high, skims it off the ceiling. LJ's there first. Does beat Juice to the ball, but Taroco is going to maintain that possession. On the turn, up high to the ceiling. Kofer does have that shut down.
Still just over 100 seconds to go. You know, there's time to make something happen, but the one thing that's really been irking me a little bit, we really haven't called First Killer's name very often. That's not a good thing. If they're doing this without First Killer doing much, man, it could be scary when he is on his game. Now, he hasn't had a bad game whatsoever. He's been nice on that defensive half. He's dished some passes out, but he hasn't had some of those otherworldly plays that we are so used to seeing from this guy.
Yeah, now just going to be bumped off the ball into this First Killer, who is there now for the shot, but Taroco thankfully has that one shut down. Pass back towards Kofer is accepted by him as well. LJ was offering it up. Taroco beats the ball by LJ. Kofer drop down pass. First Killer getting hunted. LJ on the hunt. Taroco, another clear out wide. A booming touch from First Killer is going to find his way over towards LJ. Juice, one touch, looking for Comm. He'll spike it off the ceiling. Going to go back for the shot. No, First Killer on the denial. Taroco with no boost gets bumped off the ball as well. 40 seconds left and counting down. Still down 3, but at least the offense was able to get on the board and get 1. That does build a little confidence going into the next game, especially if we can get a second.
Oh, absolutely. You'd love to get 2. I mean, especially with LJ playing the way that he has so far in this opening game. Apologies there for the very loud truck. We're on a busy intersection. He will not turn his muffler down. Here we go. 20 seconds now. It's Kofer on the carry. Going to play the 50, which delves back into First Killer's lap. Juice lost the ball on target, but LJ cuts it off. And the one thing I want to see out of Comm is more of that, what he just displayed. The ability to slow the game down. This is a very high-paced team, like we said earlier. But if Comm is able to kind of get them off their high-flying action, I think it's going to be an easier path for a game.
We looked more settled after about the halfway point of the game. It felt like Rebellion really just, caught us off guard, caught us with an early sucker punch, and then from there, things started to settle in. But as I had mentioned, it looks like the nerves got the juice a little bit. Only 100 score on the board. All the saves came from Comm and Taroco. All offensive interactions came from them. We need Juice to step it up and in a big way, honestly.
Oh, absolutely. He needs to be able to craft something up that gets his confidence going. It's like in the NBA. Stephen Curry can shoot 10 threes, miss all of them, but he's going to keep shooting them. And the second that one goes in the net, he might just be back to feeling himself.
Yeah, you got to wonder, is there pressure on Juice? Is he putting pressure on himself to have to perform against such a highly touted squad? He does have an opportunity as that one floats towards the net. It is First Killer finally saying his name defensively who shows up. Comm going to remove from the play courtesy of First Killer. LJ to the sidewall, not going to have anything else as Taroco shuts that down. Kofer up high, the carry, the reset pop, looking to continue with a second reset to the sidewall. Comm will leak downfield, searching for bumps. LJ in midfield, sent down into the orange half once again. We have not conceded within 30 seconds, and this is already a better showing in game number 2 from us.
You nailed it. I do like what I'm saying there. It's the amount of possession that we gave to Shopify early in game 1 was scary. It was. They controlled the pace of play, but now it has slowed down a little bit. However, First Killer's going to lock one on target. No jump from the defense there, and it will be first.
That's unfortunate. I feel as though Comm here had to respect LJ being upfield on the leak up, because the touch came through from First Killer, and Comm just, unfortunately, he was given 2 choices, could only make 1 choice, so the shot came through. Did not read that it was just on target. That is goal number 1 for the defending regional champs. Might even be goal number 2. It's out in front and it's scary, but now Juice and Comm look to break out, but LJ's early challenge is successful. Kofer elects to fake the turn. First Killer now looking to go solo. Over the top of 1, Comm will eliminate that challenge. LJ back into our half once more. Comm's just going to carry it across. Extra touch. Kofer will not send it. Taroco on target. First Killer with a routine save.
Shopify Rebellion, the one thing that I've noticed that they are better than any other team that I've seen at is they always have that third man back a prime position. Even when they're pushing up, that third member is always able to rotate back and nullify any sort of transitional offense that Apple Slices or any of their opponents have. With 3 minutes to go, you still have an opportunity to make some of those transition plays happen, but not when poor Juice is back flipping and setting up a second goal.
Yeah, it seems that the nerves are still there. He did have a read. Unfortunately, got dunked here by Kofer, and First Killer will end up locking that down. Simple shot on net for him. 2-0 in favor of the defending regional champs. And results coming through on the side of the rest of the bracket, Nutty.
None so far. You see the lower bracket matchups in Group A both heading to Game 4. Foot up 2-1 against Shuffle's Kitten, and Seal up 2-1 against Naruto 2-0. But we can talk more about those after this game because this is still within the reach of Apple Slices.
I think so, for real. But we have to get ourselves onto offense, and Juice, we got to get the nerves out of here. I get these are big names, players that, you know, if you're new to the scene, you watch them, and those are the players you want to be like. You want to be like a First Killer, like an LJ, like a Kofer, and Juice may honestly be feeling a little bit starstruck at present. I'm hoping he can come online, but now First Killer has pre-jumped off the ceiling from the pass from LJ. There's Juice to interrupt the play. Good job by him, but Kofer once again applying that pressure. The perfect third-man position, as you had said. First Killer is going to be on this first, up against Taroco. One-on-one, Taroco looking to fake. 50's low, carries it through. Taroco's putting the team on his back offensively.
This guy's been automatic, man. It's really impressive what I'm seeing out of Taroco. He's hunting his first top 8 since, I believe it was the Birmingham Major Open 2 with Nether Lameric Canada. He's having a hell of an Open so far.
He's doing fantastic, and especially today. Hope to continue seeing his name pop up on the scoreboard, because if we do see him more, you know for a fact that it's because he's putting goals up on the tally. But right now, our defense, again, has to survive the threat being posed by Shopify. Taroco will have the ball up in the air. Kofer and LJ both full, waiting for this extra touch. Good beat over the top of one, but LJ again back into our half, has the extra touch. Comm will be next, looking to steal that boost. It didn't pop up for either player. Juice will collect and play the ball over towards the sidewall. This is where he loves to play. Infield, Taroco and Comm are both there. Neither going to commit as LJ will kick off to the side.
Yeah, both of our surrounding team members saw Kofer waiting in the wings and knew that it might just be a little bit too much of a detriment to the offenses. Speaking of a detriment, this is a detriment to the mental. LJ just able to contort that ball in ways that no one really should be able to, and sets Kofer up for a free.
That's a solid pass coming through from LJ.
Yeah.
I think he would have liked to have it, you know, just end up being sunk on his own anyways for the highlight. But regardless, a goal is a goal, and at this point, the win is what matters the most. I do not know what to think of this kickoff coming through from both sides. But Taroco's going to have an opportunity, looking to go up against First Killer. It'll be cleared out wide. First, you know, FK being one of the best ones players there is in the world, was going to shut that down any given moment. LJ now into the corner. Kofer going to slow things down, beats Taroco over the top. It really feels like Shopify is playing the game that we just played up against Team Silence. They're slowing down the pace of play when on defense. Their offense is applying loads of pressure. It's not solo focused. It is a very team-oriented attack coming through from them. And they're just executing with basically perfection at this moment.
You know, it looks likely at this rate, if Shopify do take this second game, there is still life here for Apple Slices. This is a better game than Game 1. Not by much, but I would say it is. We've seen Taroco at least explode a little bit, and that's something that, pardon me, that scared me. I'm so sorry. Wow, that frightened me. Sorry, as Taroco, he's been carrying his weight, that's for sure. Comm and Juice, they've been on the back burner, which is okay, but we're in the top 16. Maybe in day 1 and day 2, someone can have an off day and you can be carried by your teammates through. Not here. It's just not gonna happen.
Juice, though, looking to go with the reset. LJ is going to shut it down. I mean, there's still time on the clock. We could get something, hypothetically speaking, but it's got to come now, because this has been the best opportunity we've had, the most sustained offense we've had all game and series long. But now in the breakout instead, look at this pass and redirect from LJ. Great read from Taroco to shut that down, but we have to score with time remaining. Juice looking to pass towards Comm. There is a pop-up, but Taroco's back in our back corner collecting boost. Time's going to be taken off the clock. That's 2 games to the good for the defending champs.
Pardon me, it's been clinical from them so far. This is a team that really doesn't allow you much space or any time.
It's been rough. And sorry for the siren. Again, I guess as
It got
Nate had
me,
said,
man.
I didn't expect to be that close.
Me
Typically, you
neither.
can at least hear the sirens approach. Live on a busy 3-way in full transparency and honestly, not the best area of the world.
No, it's okay.
Not even the best area of this area. But regardless of that, we're at least going to go into game number 3. We're down 2-0. Like, as you said, we still have life. Not worth giving up yet. Got to keep on fighting till the very end.
Fun fact, redacted, 3-0.
3-0 over Unreal Nightmare.
Yeesh. Yeah,
That's a result.
NRG 3-1.
All right.
Good for them. Finally, dude.
So Space Station's dropped to lowers. Unreal Nightmare dropped to lowers. 1 is up 2-0 on Lotus 8. So it looks like 1 will be the opponents of the team that loses this series that we're currently spectating. Comm is going to go up high in search of a reset. What a good pop it is from him. Taroco beats the ball by first killer. Comm trying to get LJ off of the quickest line so Juice can't commit. Instead, Comm's going to try to pick up the pace, and I think we need to see that a little bit more from him.
You sure do. Juice is going to have an opportunity here. The backboard looked to be free. However, FK, with his unbelievable speed, was able to nullify that opportunity of offense. Comm now has to be steady here. Ball in his car, able to get it over one. Kofor on the quick follow, though. He does get bumped off, though. It opened a bit of vulnerability in the Shopify Rebellion attack, but that was very short-lived. 40 seconds in, it's good. It's not been anything tragic so far. That's the best case scenario.
Yeah, but I mean, we still got to hold Juice with a great clear. Only Kofor to beat. He will have his touch, and he's going to look for the Psycho as well. A crazy second touch from Kofor to immediately just go back on the attack. That challenge skies to the ceiling. Comm up against Kofor. Spikes up in the air. Juice with an opportunity. He'll simply put it right towards net. Has to keep first killer honest, and first killer was waiting on the backboard for a potential double attempt. I do like the read from Juice to simply go for the shot in that moment of time. The first killer is going to remove Comm, leave us in an on-man situation for a short amount of time. LJ read by Juice, and finally it feels as though Juice is settling in. We'll see how settled he looks here, looking for the reset to carry around one. Around two, the pop-up, though, skies over the net, and first killer will clear it out.
Apple Slice has been being a lot more aggressive here. It felt like in the first two games they were letting Shopify Rebellion come to them, let them bring the heat. But now, this is a different story. Juice has been on one so far in the first minute and a half. He's got his swagger back, I should say, but the offense for Apple Slices, this is a revelation. Nothing's gone in so far, but we haven't seen this much pressure in a single game since the Team Silence series, and that's saying something.
Absolutely it is. And again, you guys have to remember who it is we're playing. We're playing the North American Regional Champions, Shopify Rebellion. They obviously earned that title. That wasn't gifted to them on a silver platter, so we knew work would have to be done, but it's good to finally see Juice come online a little bit as he looks to try to get the first for us and for himself in this series. Taroco not able to make contact with that ball. First killer just slow playing. Juice giving him no room to work. Back in field goes Kofor. 2-on-1, Taroco and Juice. It's a flick over the top, and Taroco has been scoring everything. He'll continue doing so.
He has all 3 goals for Apple Slices in this series. I believe that puts him on 8 so far today. He is the leading goal scorer for your Apple Slices. We're going to need more of it, too. Comm and Juice, Juice has been filling into that role a little bit. Comm has been steady in his, but Taroco, man, he's been everything you want and more. So is Kofor, though. He's going to real quickly find the equalizer 4 seconds off the kickoff.
It annoys me how good Kofor is, because you don't need to shoot this. You can let us have a lead for more than 4 seconds, but I guess, Kofor and Shopify are probably looking for a quick result, a quick Friday appearance, and then move on into Saturday as if nothing even happened. Taroco, though, is going to have an opportunity off this kickoff. It was lost to him perfectly. Comm's downfield, does commit, drops straight down, no Juice to speak of. First killer doesn't make contact. Juice stays in the air for the challenge on Kofor, a great challenge at that. First killer is going to leave it for LJ. That clear up high is going to be met by Comm. The infield pass, Juice there, shoots low. Kofor will have it taken care of.
2 minutes to go, still equal. This is the latest we've gotten into a single game this series, and, being tied. And that doesn't sound like the greatest statistic, but man, against a team as good as this, you'll take what you can get. LJ with a nasty pop, going to try and get a second little touch over Juice, who holds his ground. Kofor now on the end, leaves it for FK. Corner read, not found. Here comes Juice. A lot of space, a lot of time, able to flick it over one. Here comes the Shopify transition offense again. Over to Kofor. Kofor looking for a teammate, but that gets cleared by Taroco. No immediate threat here from Apple Slices, as they kind of had to just reset a little bit, get some boost. Juice upfield, still nothing there for him to play the redirect off of. Double demo in the midfield from FK, and Comm clears up some space in a 2v2, but off the respawn. Man, Comm's getting harassed everywhere he tries to go. 60 seconds, there's still time. Maybe you could play overtime or the win.
Taroco's actually going to go for it on his own here. Chooses to leave it for Juice. The shot's powerful, but not strong enough to beat the defense. Here comes Comm on the follow. Extra touch in the corner. First killer, unlimited boost. Will take his time. Slow plays it up against Juice. Keeps it in the corner where it is safe. Kofor will have it clear. Comm on the turn. Nuking back downfield into the far right corner. LJ will play it. does not have time to, excuse me, does have time to collect the boost. Contact is not made. Taroco, once again on the turn, bumped by LJ. Juice taking his time, one-on-one, goes underneath one, looks to fake Kofa, wins it off the post! No follow-up shots! The closest opportunity we could have asked for. Juice looking to take it on his own, can't break through. Taroco will try to apply pressure, but FK will pinch it out.
The young stud had his moment, but just inches away from it. 20 seconds, you know, they've still got some opportunities, and this might be one. A quick and easy save there from FK, but he just lofts it straight into the arms of Juice. Sent back again by first killer, but now it feels like overtime is looming. A 2v1 here, though. Comm gets beat. That one pops high, though. LJ there, looking for the top right corner, just off. Taroco controls. On the 0-second drill, Shopify do not look poised for overtime. They want the win, and they want it now. Juice, straight to LJ. First touch solid, the fake, leaving it for FK on the reset. Huge defensive stand, and Juice kills. Golden goal here for Shopify Rebellion, and Apple Slices just need one.
On the fake kickoff, Juice is going to have one touch. We'll have it off the sidewall as well, but this plays right into the hands of Kofer, who looks to play controlled, steady play from the air. Comes Kofer, and now first killer on the follow off the touch of Taroco. Bringing it back in field. Juice intercepts. LJ continuing to apply pressure. Ball will drop straight down. Good read from Taroco to keep the ball alive and out of danger. Juice the high clear. LJ circling back to it. Great controlling touch. Kofer looking to run interference on the defense, and LJ will send it on home. Shopify's through. Won't have to drop down to lowers.
It's all good, you know, that's why they make the lower bracket, for teams to go and hang out for a little bit. It's okay. It's fine. We're good.
But do we have results? We certainly have results.
Yes, we have a lot of results. Can we turn on the Gen V game, like, right now, please?
Why? Is it that close?
It's 2-1 M80.
2-1 M80. All right. Real quick, here's where the bracket currently stands, as you had said, 2-1 M80. Space Station 1-3-1.
Foot wins.
Foot 1 shuffles Kittens out immediately. Seal and 902-0 is tied.
Get the Europeans out of my freaking tournaments. Actually, no, turn on Tryhouse this stream. This is going to be a really good game.
Is this 902-0?
Yeah, it's 902-0 Seal. Seal was up 2-0. Devo just scored.
All right, yeah, let's go ahead and take a look, see what's up. 30 seconds to go.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah, this is going to be a close one. I'm excited to see how this one plays out. We can cast this one. Devo, no touch. Daunt, I mean, that was an interesting challenge. But it would suck if 902-0 went out this early, because, I mean, it makes our win over them look a little worse.
I mean, both of these teams, I'm not going to say like they're the same team, but I would group them. If we're making a tier list, I would group them together. They're pretty similar in skill level. Well,
902-0 have to get something here, because they're still down. Daunt's going to have one touch. That's towards net. Expert?
Oh, that's not a good touch.
That's a series losing touch.
No.
Almost. Devo?
Yeah,
nothing. Seal, take it. All right, Seal are going to move on. We don't have the result of Lotus 8 and 1 yet, so that is actually worth turning into as well. What do you think we should go with?
Lotus 8, that's fine.
Let's go see what's up with them. They're tied 1-1.
Check Coconut real quick.
Is that Psy, right? Is that how it's pronounced?
Yeah, Psy.
Okay.
Check Coconut real quick, will you?
Yeah, well. Okay, just had to see that one play out.
Oh, wait, Beastie's their third? I thought it was Stolen. I thought Stolen
No, Beastie
decided to
Justice
pick up the
Royales.
sticks. Oh, that would have been pretty sick, though.
All right, where's Mr. Coconut? 1-1.
Oh, this is good. Dude, Mech has 6-7.
I don't know who to watch.
Wow, that's so funny.
I'm tempted. I want to watch Lotus 8 just because that's who our opponent is relying on. Who's going to be the easier matchup for us? I mean, arguably neither, but I would argue one.
Yeah,
honestly
sure,
enough.
Sure.
Which is funny because they're winning. But both of these, man. I used to use this exact borrow filter.
That was what we were planning on using for Scenic City. Fun fact.
It is?
Yep.
How about that? Beautiful. All right, come on. What do we got? I'm just going back and forth between these two games. You know what? This one has more time on it. We'll stay on Coconuts. Just because I want M80 to win. I love Nolly. He was very kind to me in person. That dude was super chill.
Nolly's the goat.
One of the things I loved about Nolly is he didn't introduce himself as Nolly. He said
he's Joseph.
Yeah, hey, I'm Joseph. Good to meet you guys. Like that's professional right there. Oh, what a play. Let's go.
Mech!
We love that. We're gonna run ads while we're doing this.
Oh, okay.
Might as well. You know, why not?
Time's at 2:30.
Yeah, we're chilling. What else we got? Yeah, it's got 30 seconds. Anyone scored? No, we got a minute left in that game.
Uh-oh. What a weak shot from the World Trade Center. I don't know why I
From
decided
who?
that Rise's new nickname should be World Trade Center.
I thought, what was it? I thought, I've heard people call Rise the Border Hopper.
That's a good one.
Because how many regions has he played in now? 3 or 4? 3? Europe?
3. He was going to go to
MENA.
Sam.
Europe, MENA, and now NA.
Yeah. I'll go to OCE next year.
All right, that's M80 through. Nice, good for them. Threw in uppers. And now we got the rest of this game.
M80.
We love that for them. Oh, what a shot that would have been. Who was that? I don't know. I got to say, Lotus 8, cool with the org, love the casters, hate this barrel overlay.
Oh, it's awful.
I think this is terrible. I think this is absolutely terrible. All right. Overtime. Overtime accepted. All right. Our opponent lies on this game. Isn't this also like a CRL matchup? Isn't Royalis and Justice, isn't that Fisher?
Oh, yeah, it's Fisher with Ivan. Fun fact, Ivan got picked up for that team.
Really?
Yeah.
That seems weird.
I love it.
It seems crazy that this is a competitive matchup. Because this is 2/3 of Concord.
Game.
Oh, man. All right, game 5. Good. Hopefully these teams are absolutely exhausted. That looks bad, too. Now, this, scenic replay thing, cool, but it's hurting my head. And then you just got anime chick. All right.
That way.
We gotta wait still. Well, you know what we can do? We can pause music. Bring on the
18th Street
casters.
of this crew.
Quick break, gonna shut off the camera and just let things roll for a little.
Just let you know you're alive. I'm
Yeah,
feeling alive.
it was
You're
lava
feeling alive.
before.
We all got some adrenaline going.
I need
But
to
my
figure out
goodness
Carl.
gracious, look at that. Everybody,
I just like Carl
everybody
very much.
with 5 shots
I think
on
that
that.
is cool.
So much pressure.
This
I
looks
adore
better
it.
than
This
anything
is
else
what I
does.
want to see. I don't care if it's by 1 goal. I don't care if it's by
I'm
5
shut off
goals.
the camera,
That
let the
is
mic
what I
run.
want
We're
to
gonna
see.
let this watch out for a little because this is our next matchup no matter what.
15
so
shots.
we
You know,
will
I knew
be
we had
back
a lot
shortly.
of pressure. I don't know if I would have guessed 15 shots, but I think the big thing that stands out to me is the disparity between the two. Only 3 shots from 1. In game number 4, it really lets you know that the team is doing a great job of controlling both sides of the field. Of course, when you're barraging the other net, kind of hard to really find many shots on the other side of the field. But we've done exactly what you hope to do. After you lose the first 2, you've now taken that momentum. You slowly have pushed it into the laps of the opposition because now you're coming into this 5th and decider game off of the back of 2 big W's.
Yeah, I mean, just anything, right, to work with. Give us something. Give us something. All right, congratulations, you got your first win. And now you go in that overtime victory. You can make an argument they shouldn't have been there anyway. The fact of the matter is they were. Their backs up against the wall, elimination on the table. They did not blink. That level of pressure, they have been so successful with it, Q. Genuinely, I know you weren't here for it yourself, but when they have that opportunity to put that much pressure, that is how they win. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is a game number 5. Loser of this one is Dunsky's. Winner advances on, and right now, Q, Lotus 8, ton of momentum.
Momentum, but the games 1 through 4 essentially no longer matter. It's all about what happens out on the pitch over the course of the next 5 minutes. Who's going to be able to come out here and take the control? Crispy rises up. They will knock that away from a BC, and Seamus right around the midfield line. I thought was going to be able to find the pinch. Unfortunately, not the case, but it's still Lotus 8 who's in the controls. Eye moves it forward. That shot will be wide.
See Lotus 8, they're starting to pick up where they left off, trying to put one on their back heels in a difficult spot. That one kicked away, and even though they might be able to grab saves, at the end of the day, they will find themselves out of position, out of sorts. Send away courtesy of the Musty. That one will not be on, but like I said, the pressure, shot after shot after shot. Do what you must. Find challenge up the low to be able to deny. Fast and furious, this one starts.
Loving to see the pressure. When can you strike gold? Crispy looking to go coast to coast. Was hoping Zai could find the bump, but unfortunately just couldn't quite find it. I think had a little bit too much space to cover it up before you had the contact, which made it a little bit easier to avoid. Nonetheless, though, it does feel like over the first 90 seconds here in game number 5, Lotus 8 has been the team with more of the pressure. Now it's about being able to lock it in. Who's going to be able to strike gold? Zai is that guy, and it's 1-0.
This is what I was talking about, sir. This is the team that I've been covering for quite some time, and the Alpine Assassin makes it 1-0, 3:26 left to go.
Well, you got yourself the first. Something tells me one ain't gonna be enough against one, so let's see if you can start to run it up here in this next 3 minutes and 20 seconds. It's no longer just about the W here in game number 5. This is where you can set the tone for what you walk in with into that qualifying series here in the next round. Seamus will pick this one up, has plenty of space to work with, looks to try and add a little bit of extra mustard onto that one. Can't quite fire it on target, but it's still settled down here for Lotus 8 towards the net. It's in the middle of the field. Justice picks it up. Zai picks the pockets, able to dunk it home, and it's too easy for my boy Peasy. Zai, too good.
There it is. Yet again, ladies and gentlemen, the crew, I don't know where they've been. I don't know if they've been sleepwalking, but like I said, my guy, it is all about between the years, and most certainly, this is the team when they've got that confidence, when they've got that swagger, near unbeatable. And if you are one, even though that one will roll in for a single solitary, you're praying, thank you so very much. We needed something, but you have been out there. You have had your opposition on the cusp of elimination. You have failed twice, and seriously, they needed something in a big, big way. Q, that's huge for them.
Yeah, you know, we have seen kickoff strategies become more and more of a thing over the course of the last 2.5 seasons, and it really can turn the tides of a game. I think it's important for Lotus 8 to take that one off and just brush it off here. You can have to make sure you can thwart this next look. Great job by Crispy to be able to send it towards the midfield line. Royales looking to try and keep the pressure alive. Unsuccessful in that regard. Seamus, the pass off. Crispy fires it on. The first look will be shut down. Zai looks to try and pick one up off of the rebound, but can't quite dial it or pick it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, indeed, this is a return to form, at least for the time being. I know a 1-goal lead, certainly nothing to feel comfortable about. Certainly not when your back is against the wall in terms of elimination, but again, Lotus 8, and it'll step things up to the speed, the aggression, the power that we have seen previously back in Swiss, and even prior, going back to Qual 1. Is Crispy kicking this one up sky high, looking for a rush-up opportunity. Justice able to slow things down, looking for the nudge, going high. Now Royales looking for the shot on kick away. Again, Royales looking for the phone, not going to be there, and Royales has been the big gun for 1, but still finding some denial here yet again, courtesy of Lotus 8.
I'm going to look to go the other way with it here, too, with less than 100 seconds to play here in game number 5. You just got to hold on to the lead. Of course, we do have the ability to make that sound simpler than it truly is up here in the booth. Now it's a transition play, trying to get it past Crispy. Seamus rises up and denies it in a big way, but Justice with the second effort is going to be able to tie things up with 1:20 left to play.
And this has been challenging because that's the third time we've seen Seamus back there along the goal line, and the third time there's been something awry. So I do believe one has identified, hey, we got to get it back there. We got to put the pressure on. But a $1:20 left to go, tied at 2. However, this one will roll. Went from one side, went to the other side. Must have been nice. We've come to collect interest.
That's huge here from Crispy. Just bigger, faster, stronger. And all one can do is sit there and watch it almost in slow motion, almost like those early bad nightmares where you just can't run fast enough. And now it's 75 seconds left to play.
The demo aficionado in me is absolutely adoring what I am seeing, ladies and gentlemen. Another one for good measure. I appreciate you, boys. I am indeed jotting down the brownie points in my notes, but we take ever closer towards a minute left to go in this one. Again, winner advances on through the lowers. The loser, big pardon, is Dunskies. So Sai, I know an individual that has provided overtime killers. Now looking for maybe a coast-to-coast. Going to be cut off. This one kicked high. Again, Lotus 8 looking to put the pressure on the opposition. 15 shots we saw previously, ending in a victory for them, putting them in a position to be right here after 5 losses. Of course, that sweep, that loss to Unreal Nightmare, and then a pair here to 1, but they have been able to gain a pair of their own. That one's in a way difficult, but gonna be denied. 30 seconds left to go on this one. Pop up now. Zai looking to nudge this one over to the corner.
This is a crazy game.
Kick off the opposition.
Lotus
Sake sent back down. Maybe another shot opportunity. Pop back to there. Takes a swat now. Does Crispy. 15 seconds left to go in this one. Kick away up and over. Royales is there. Looking to dip back down, but met by Lotus 8 and the speed it continues. Q.
Just gotta
Taking
find the
down.
clear. It's our final 10 seconds. That's towards the net.
They gotta go the
Requires a
length of the
save.
pitch.
And it's a dance with apple slices that lies
Good
in the
pop, he got
wait.
bumped.
As long as you can make sure that this ball gets down
score.
and doesn't cross your goal line.
Let's
The
get- yeah, they're
reverse
gonna let it
sweep
go. All right,
has
Lotus
been
8.
pulled off. Lotus,
Lotus
8
8.
are
That is our
here,
opponent.
and they're off to the lower
Shoot,
bracket
man.
quarterfinals.
I didn't want to face
We
them
ain't done just yet,
I wanted
ladies
to
and
face
gentlemen.
one.
No, we are not. No, we are not. Like I said,
I don't think winner is good. and they lost, so.
Ankara Messi.
Let's go ahead and just get all the logos set up. Da-da-da-da-da. Get names changed. It's another...
It's another black logo. That's funny.
Why can't I find one that works? There we go. Thank you.
Oh yeah, we can look around as well. I'll repeat some of the...
Yeah, we're going to go and take a
Results
look at this. All right, hold on.
Oh, everything's done. We're set up for 4 final matchups for top 8.
What?
My fault, bro.
Is that my lacrosse ball?
Maybe.
That I accidentally yoinked from a store one time?
You stole it?
While I was working there. It was an accident, I promise. Is Lotus 8 one word? No, it's separate. Okay.
2!
Shouting it like it's a strike. 2. All right, this is to make top 8, man. This is nervy stuff.
No, it's not. We're ice cold. What are you talking about?
I love this for us.
You should trash talk them. You guys suck!
No, that's cruel.
We're better than you.
That's cruel. All right, real quick, let's go ahead and take a look at the bracket, see where we're at. I still have this up. They're going on a break, but I'm definitely gonna have to message Monkey Shines. NRG through, M80 through. M80 through uppers is awesome. Shopify redacted. Foot and Gen G. Oh, brother. Seal and Space Station.
You have 2 disappointments, face.
Unreal. Oh, man. Unreal and Dig. Well, we're going to win against Lotus 8.
Obviously.
And they're going to go from making top 4 to finishing 9 through 12th, and we're going to get top 8. And then Unreal Nightmare is going to beat Dig. Space Station's going to beat Seal. And you know what? Foot's going to beat Gen G.
No.
Give me Foot over Gen G.
Stop, bro.
I know ball.
You're a ball now.
No, not to this extent. Not to this level.
Bro,
Is
this is
this,
weird. This is gonna set up
These aren't updated on
the
Star at
points
all.
for Boston. Very weird.
Yeah, it is. Because NRG could just go and win the whole thing and just really screw things over.
Because who's top 4 right now? It's
Ooh, boy.
Shopify, Space Station, Lotus 8. Oh look. I know. No, yeah, they did. Oh, it's redacted GG. Yeah. Dude, Batman on Wheels is currently 4th place in Oceania. I love that name.
Batman on Wheels?
Batman on Wheels. Europe right now is KC has a unholy
Oh, wait, hold on.
lead.
Where do I find this? Where is this at?
Boston points ranking. Left.
Yep. All right, let's get that up. They already clinched by winning kickoff weekend, but they would have made it anyways.
Yep.
I love that NIP is in here. I like that Gentlemates is barely in right now.
Me
I
too.
want Gentlemates to make it because Oski and Archie are a really good duo.
They're so cool, man.
Who else is even in here right now?
Oh, look! Us. Yup.
Beautiful. Let's keep pushing.
I'm down.
We can make it. We can make it for sure. Power, Wildcard. Yep, there's Batman
Lotus
on
8
wheels.
riffs. Lotus 8.
Yep, we faced Lotus 8. Did I say title? It's in the title.
Yeah,
Come on.
buddy.
MIBR, Furia, Team Secret could actually beat out Furia. Realistically. Sorry, that's
Sorry,
you.
I keep
I thought that was EP.
Whoa. My name is easy.
Where's Dream Esports is a group that asked me to help do
Yes.
their stuff. I almost casted 5 fears, man.
There's literally one team that could make it outside of Falcons
MMA.
and Twisted.
And they have to win the regional, and these two have to beat
Who's
terrible.
on that MMA? Can you check? Is that Mawson's team?
Yeah.
Mawson not showing.
Something. Who's on MIBR? MIBR is a really good team.
It's the Brad team.
Raise Bull,
Oh, it's
Astromic,
Bull.
and Sad. It's the Bull.
El Toro!
And then Secret, man.
El
KV1 Mono
Toro.
Drafinho. Poor Drafinho may not even make it. Furia's, Yan Lost, and Swift.
Objectively, just the better Switch.
I almost casted 5 Fears.
Who have we already played? We went Team Silenced, which is Resident 11 Pigeon 3-1 into Shopify 03.
Yep. Bingo.
Precisely!
And then, unfortunately, bingo. But we're going to face Lotus 8, and we're going to kill it, and we're going to win. And that's just simply how it's going to go. We are the higher seed, so I don't know which one we're going to end up being.
Blue.
We are blue then?
Pretty sure.
Wait, no, we were the higher seed against Silence, and we were orange.
Okay, never mind. Obviously.
I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get there.
Dude, I'm hungry.
Yeah, we had to draw Shopify. You know, food's going to be good. We
gonna
got to
be
figure out
really
what we're going to do for dinner, even.
Yeah, you're right.
Honestly enough, that's something that has yet to be decided upon. So that's probably something that should be discussed, but has not been discussed as of yet. All right, match coming through, not yet. Have the other games started?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna check. Has Coconut begun? Nope. They have not begun yet.
Coco's in free play.
Yep, Coconut's doing his own thing. Who else? Dignitas has to face Unreal Nightmare. Who told Nutty he looked this good?
Who said that?
Rifts.
Riffs? Thanks, King. You are my man. You my man, man.
It was best of 7. We could have came back against Shopify. I mean, mathematically, yes. In terms of reality, I don't know.
I plead
Pretty
the fifth.
sizable ask.
I plead the fifth.
All right, this is gonna be a fun final series, though. I think it's gonna be a good time. We're up against Lotus 8, against people that I frankly enjoy. So, we'll see. Best of luck to Monkey Shines. I'm gonna message him specifically. Egotistically, yes.
Yeah. Because we're biased, yeah, we win that actually. Oh, it's snowing again.
Yeah, it's.
Has it been sticking?
Not much.
Yeah, good.
I guess it probably has, but the roads don't look bad.
Sure.
It's been a dusting so
Yeah,
far.
I mean, you guys salty. You guys
Took-
a foot of
took-
snow on each road.
Took them to overtime in Game 3. Would have won the next one. We were getting progressively better. You are correct.
Egotistically, yes, we would have won. I agree. Yeah, actually.
We ain't got no ego here. What are you talking about?
Oh, I do.
Are they
I'm
gonna
the best
actually
in the nation.
best in the nation? We wished Monkey Shines good luck.
I love that guy.
He said
I really
likewise. What a G.
That's my man.
Should I knock to CoCast?
No. Let them do their thing.
Man. Crazy. I'm not sure what I'm more impressed by. The team performance or the stream quality? Well, glad you're seeing
Stream
it now.
quality.
Glad you're
Stream
seeing it now
quality.
as opposed to earlier on. Earlier on, we had camera issues that were glitching. The overlay didn't want to work with me. But thankfully, now that we have things settled, we're doing okay. So I appreciate that very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
If we win, all of the Europeans will be knocked out. Get it gone! Get it gone!
Oh, no, we got Rise still on Gen G. And then immediately support from England. Nate, that's crazy. Much appreciated, Ross Manning. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
I hide my head in shame. That's fine.
That is far too funny.
Yeah.
If we beat this team, the Europeans are gone. And then immediately Ross Manning just fires away support from England.
I appreciate the support though, Ross.
We do appreciate the
You're
support.
the
Which, by the way,
man.
Mateo's. Remember Mateo's Dutch supporting us?
That's fine.
Beastbound,
that's cool. That's
the
great.
coach,
Nah,
Dutch.
Beast can get it whenever he wants. That man's great.
Beast can do as he pleases. He has the right, frankly.
Beastbound actually owns your Twitch channel. Beast is done. Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Mateo's from Norway. My apologies. You had told me that too. My
Come on
fault.
now, man.
Ross, I'm top tier Gaslight. Beast can sing to me anytime he wants. Beast is gonna lead this team into war this upcoming series.
He can sing to you. I'm liking it, man. Canada, go Rocco.
Yup.
Hey, can I say something real quick?
Be careful, Taroco's Canadian, brother.
Freak the Habs, bro. Freak the Habs.
Montreal Canadiens, L
Let's go
team.
Wings. Let's
Go
go
Bruins,
Wings.
you know.
That's
I
my team.
almost wore my Bruins jersey style hoodie today.
No, actually, good stuff.
It goes hard. Maybe to the hockey game.
Typically, like the Bruins are so relevant. I
Go
don't care.
Nucks.
Go Nucks.
I mean,
I'm so sorry,
dude.
I'm so sorry.
Go where? To the bottom of the standings?
To the first overall pick. To the draft lottery.
Yeah, go Nucks. To where? Last.
Hey, Gavin McKenna in a Canucks jersey would actually be pretty sick. I'll be honest.
Dude, 39 points.
They're the worst team in the league besides
39
the Jets. No?
points. No, beside the Blues.
Oh, okay.
By 7. They've played the same amount of games. I mean, that's rough.
Hey, check wildcard standings. How far away are the Preds from a wildcard spot? Like 2 points? 1.
They are.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. Good for the Preds.
Dude,
Good for Tiffany.
Yeah, Stammer got a hat trick. I like that.
Hey, what up, Bale? What's going on, dude? Yeah, we're just waiting on this game, which they're testing the lobby. It's almost game time.
Hey, the Blues are cold, man. I like the Blues. I like a lot of what they have. They're on the decline for sure, but man, that 2019 run with a young Robert Thomas, Kyrou Binnington standing on his head. That was fun.
Honestly, I didn't expect the Bruins to be where they are. We got last in the East last year.
Yep.
So that's a pretty good turnaround. Morgan Geeky, stud.
Well, I mean, you didn't have Charlie McAvoy for half the year after he broke his hand in Four Nations.
Hockey players play hurt all the
screen
time.
game. Hey, it's not time yet. It's not time
Yeah,
yet.
they're not playing the game yet. They're not playing yet. They are merely doing the test lobby. There's not even an opposing team in here. This is main event. This is to make top 8, which would be the mainstream.
Which is pretty crazy, if you ask me.
Such a good game time in Norway currently at 8:51. That's beautiful. We love that for you. That is a great time to be watching.
Matteo, I have a fun story for you. I casted for a French org that picked up a North American roster. So, I mean, the Swiss stage is even later. The first weekend's even later than normal. So all the French guys were up at 4 a.m. in France just cheering on 3 American
How
players.
mental is that?
Yes.
Mateo was in my stream during all of the broadcasts.
Taroco and I met, and he punched me.
What did you say to where he punched you? Was it deserved? That's a crazy 8-year memory. Good for him.
Oh, it was a team pinch psycho. That's disgusting. Ref thoughts. You should tell him that was gross. That was nasty. It's cute. I'm not super
As
sure
if I can
where-
ever do that.
Oh, I can't either. I don't know
No.
where L8 is. I'm taking a little bit.
Yeah, they are. Timeout riffs. What? Hey. I think I'd remember, or I think I'd also remember it if I got that. I mean, I still have yet to hear. I said he should pay for some coaching. And he beat my ass 7-0. This is fantastic. I love. This is a fun chat to be a part of right now. This is great. We're currently, real quick, guys, so you can see what's going on. We're currently losing to Lotus 8, 2-1. So, there's that, by the way. Just throwing that out there for you all. That might be one of the worst messages that's ever been put in this chat.
Stop. Don't. I don't even want to read it out loud. Can you delete it?
That's foul. Yeah, I might just time out
actually
riffs.
want you to delete it.
I might just time out riffs for that. That's terrible.
SSG up 1-0.
SSG's up 1-0 on Seal. Okay.
2-1.
They should. They should. Is there anything else going on? Oh, excuse me. We're just waiting on our series.
We are.
Pulling in the crib. If I time you, dude, didn't you? Words did not form in my head. All right, they're joining in. They're joining in.
Yo, why does he have his name?
I do not know.
Oops, my bad.
Dude, you gotta stop dropping stuff,
No,
brother. Always, yep. We have not started. They're right now. What you're hearing is them literally just messing around in the server to make sure that the connection is all strong for everybody. Thankfully, the storms throughout North America have not had an impact on
Oh,
anyone.
Chipmunk! What up, bro? Chipmunk's in here.
Let's go. It's been a while. Papa Rizzo.
That's crazy.
That's sick. Not bad. Tiffany just got home. Nice. Yeah, she was a groceries. Shout out the wife. All right, we're almost good. We're almost ready to go. Again, they're just messing around. We have Lotus 8. We have Crispy, CMOS, and Zai. We're gonna go ahead and start up a prediction for you guys to use your channel points, because no one did the last time. Will.
What result it is? No result yet. 0 results.
All right, quick prediction. Get it up there.
Game time.
Get those in fast.
Game time.
They are going to be blue, by the way. Lotus 8 is blue. I have the teams right. Let's make sure that series score is reset to 0. Get in your channel points ASAP because we are about to be live. It is about to be game time. So,
Should we get hype?
should we get hype? Yeah, I argue that.
Come on, let's go! It's game time!
You guys heard him. Chat, we want you guys to be as alive as physically possible during this series. Bring the energy. Apple Slices Lotus 8. This is for top 8. Let's get things underway. Bring the hype. Have some fun. Let's sit back and enjoy the action. It is Apple Slices. It is Lotus 8. And it is game 1 in the final series of the day. Let's see it, fellas.
5 game set. This could be a 3-0. This could be an 0-3. This could go to game 5. By all means, I'm just here to see an Apple Slices team victory. Looking specifically at Juice to start off the dialogue. He was quiet against Shopify Rebellion. You know, it might just be because he was a little bit star-studded. My hope is that, you know, he had a great series to open up the day. Then he got his butt handed to him on a platter. Hopefully, he gives it right back.
My hope is not just to see that, but see Comm get more physical. He started off with a very early demo in the first 30 seconds. I want to see that more. Keep Taroco active on offense because, I mean, it's been necessary, but that's a first opportunity. It's awkward out in front for the defense. Great job by Taroco to get back to that offering from Zai. It'll be Comm taking it from the corner. Nuke downfield. Good full field clear, but it is pressure belonging to Lotus 8 to open things up.
I also want to point out, it was a reverse sweep attempt in the Lotus 8-1 series. That's going to be an empty net. Comm! Welcome, Captain. Oh, Captain, my Captain. He starts off the scoring 59 seconds into game 1. And no, we cannot sub in McMaster.
No. I'm going to stay on the mic. I think if we sub me in, it would be a recipe for disaster. But that's a little bit of a flipping of roles coming through, as Juice was the one to lay the smack down, if you will, on that demo. And Comm walks it in with the greatest of ease. Good start for Apple Slices. Again, in search of top 8. You had said it would be Taroco's highest finish in 2 years' time.
Just about.
And Comm's highest finish since OG. Yep. So this is a big opportunity for this roster. One that I don't think had the expectations of this. Certainly not.
No, I expected these guys to make the main event. I did expect them to go 0-2 this weekend. I must be completely honest with you here. But with the way Taroco is playing, man, these guys can achieve greatness by all means. As I was saying earlier, it was a reverse sweep for Lotus 8 up against one, which is Beastie, Royales, and Justice. But man, it doesn't really matter. Apple Slices get the first 2. Juice just picks the pockets of a poor clear there from Zai.
That is such a rough touch. It just gets away from
Oh,
him.
yeah, that
Juice
was
getting
bad.
around the ball. He was so prepared for that touch, and a great job from Juice getting aggressive, making last series look like a strange outlier. That's 2 goals on the board, arguably both because of him, the one being a shot from him, the other being a demo, but this looks like an answer back, and it is. Zai with the full field clear will end up getting a goal on the board for Lotus 8.
I'm interested to see what happened here, because it looks like Comm was actually in an okay position. No, never mind. He wouldn't have been able to get back. Juice on the demo, can't obviously hustle back as he's not alive. Taroco, no boost. It's okay. You give him some freebies, and you just gotta go get one right back.
That is a double commit coming through on the kickoff. Both players being sent on the ball as Zai looks to apply pressure. Crispy slowing it down. Comm will have a touch as CMOS looks to get a reset towards the backwards. Taroco to spike it down. Juice left all alone. Floater towards net. Goes high. CMAS the rebound, but Comm able to close that gap very narrowly. We'll get a full field clear as well. CMOS resetting with boost. Going to carry downfield. Has Zai waiting from the sidewall. Juice will take control. One touch. 50's up high. One by him as well. Crispy looking to have another answer for Lotus 8 on the reset. Goes under one. Shoots over the head of Comm. The demo comes through, and a good clear from Juice. Taroco also there looking for the
2v0.
transition. Up against Crispy. Shot on target. Not through. Rebound from Comm. Going to be denied by CMOS. But look at the boost reserves for Lotus 8. No one has anything, and Juice doesn't have contact.
It was a prime opportunity there from Apple Slices on the transition. It's something we've wanted to see all day. That transactional value, just 2v0, you 100% should be scoring there. However, the pace was not pristine. Crispy now going to leave it up for Zai. Bottom left corner, he picks, and it's cleared away by Taroco, who has, again, had an unbelievable day.
He's done fantastic this far, and we're going to need him to continue to be at his best in order to take down the series up against, well, a now former top 4 team up against Lotus 8. They were under the banner of 100x35 previously. Switch of organizations recently has now opened up Lotus 8 to having their first organizational top 8 run potentially. However, the offerings right now are looking a little bit grim for them as they find themselves down a goal here in game number 1. Under 100 seconds left. CMOS going to go full field from the corner. Gets a 50 up against one and up against a second. Now Crispy ends up faking underneath Juice. Zai with a shot. It's a powerful one, but Taroco catches, resets to the backboard, dogs right away, and it's just in. How does that go in?
I was about to say, if there's one man that's going to make a play for this team, it will be CMOS. He is an absolute mammoth in the CRL scene. And you know what? Sometimes the coins just fall your way.
That's unfortunate. Tied ball game now coming through. 2 goals apiece from that dunk from CMOS. Once again, a pinch kickoff. Juice will play it towards the backboard, making sure that there's no challenge coming through up against him. Zai with one early touch, gets a 50 as well. Bringing it back in field. CMOS did not expect Comm to miss, and that's going to play in our favor as Juice takes to the skies. Infield pass. Comm is there up against Zai. The dunk comes through instead. Crispy shuts it down. Back in field goes Comm, but Taroco is ready for contact. That pass will not find anybody. Instead, it's cleared from Lotus 8. Shot might be coming through now from Crispy. He elects to play it up high. Under a minute. Searching for a bump, but Comm plays underneath it. 2 players commit upfield. Only CMOS left back, but Juice has nothing left in the tank. He'll have to slow play.
It's a good pop there from Juice, realizing that both of his teammates are behind him. He doesn't have much boost to make anything happen. He's just able to loft it into that corner, buy some time for the rotations to come through. Now it's going to be Juice again. Free ball for him. Off in the corner. No read, though. Can't find a bump either. That's an upfield pass to Crispy. He redirects that just off target. No follow except for Taroco. And here comes Apple Slices. A little bit of boomer ball here, but it does end up in the possession of the good guys. 50 there from Juice. Into the corner. Off the back wall. It's a free ball for someone. Comm's going to be the first one to it. Fakes it. Leaves. Taroco. Shot saved from Crispy. 10 seconds to go. And here comes the counterattack. Crispy. They've done it at Concord for years and years now. But maybe Juice might have the final say. Corner. Does he have the read? No. Crispy pops up. Overtime looming large. And it will fall.
That was a close call, though. I loved the idea from Comm and Taroco to fake that shot, leaving the ball for his teammate who had a better angle, trying to play the defensive mind games, and now Taroco looking to run rough shot on the defense. Juice, pop to the backboard. CMOS is going to have control. He'll have plenty of boost to work with and wins the challenge up against Comm as well. Juice now going to be able to take to the skies. This is where he loves to play the most. Goes underneath one. Can get the dunk onto Zai. Only CMOS left. He'll collect the corner boost and look to break out from the ceiling. Drops straight down. Extra touch read by Comm. over towards the sidewall. Juice winning over the top. 50 can neutral. CMOS on the turn has nothing left in the tank, but he will carry into the corner, trying to set up his roster.
And unable to steal the 100 boost there, so it leaves Taroco in a good position, but the backflip might cause some chaos. It's going to be a free one for Zai. Miscommunication on the back from Comm and Taroco, and you hate to see that one slip away.
That is so unfortunate. The touch from Comm just barely gets away, and Zai gets the dunk. What should have been our game slips through our fingertips. That's game 1 to Lotus 8.
Well, Dig's up 2-0, Space Station's up 2-0, and Foot's up 1-0. There you go.
Cool. Quick updates.
9 saves from Comm and Taroco.
Yeah, 5 from Taroco, 4 from Comm. Juice with nothing to talk about defensively, but I'm not sure he was necessarily in positions where he could have had saves. So that felt like a game that escaped us, honestly enough.
That's a good way to put it. I mean, you had it in the grasp. That dude, Juice almost had a nasty dunk with like 20 seconds left in regulation. I would have gotten up from my chair.
I think we need to continue getting back onto those physical plays, see if we can keep on, really enforcing our will here. But the problem we now face is the fact that we are currently down in the series and having to fight back. We have still, at most, 4 more games left to play in this series. 1 game to the good in favor of Lotus 8 Esports. Go ahead and get that bar off the bottom. Thank you very much, Barl, for not doing it to begin with. That touchback from Juice. We'll find Taroco as he'll carry towards the midfield line. Crispy has an easy challenge. Juice, the follow-up touch. Going to be read from CMOS. Bumps being attempted. He'll try to get the dunk in front, but Comm is reliable on defense, and we'll get it clear.
What I want to see specifically from this Apple Slices roster, and Juice in particular, is kind of that quick wall mentality. Because, I mean, like you said, 9 saves there from Comm and Taroco. They've been holding their own. Juice has really not been put in too many vulnerable positions. It's because he's bailed out is a harsh word. He's been assisted by his teammates. He hasn't done much of the assisting. He needs to be able to open some space for his teammates to get some quick shots, some quick clears, get some transition offense going.
We'll see if they can do that. That is a double commit coming through, though, between Juice and Comm. Taroco, the only one left back. Crispy over the top, looking to set up a teammate. Juice able to guide that one out. Up against Zai now, 1-on-1. Juice has no boost, looking to have the 50, and he's left for Taroco. Collected that mid boost. Good pop towards net, but Crispy will have that angle covered. No sidewall double. Zai, pass back infield towards Crispy. Cut out by Juice, will not have a follow-up. Another pass towards Crispy. The shot just off the bar. A rare inaccuracy from Lotus 8. Could go punish if we can break out, but no contacts being made defensively. That 50's hard off the corner, could be in the shooting lane. Thankfully, Taroco will ensure that it is not. Juice takes his time, pop over the top of Crispy. Comm and Zai end up meeting. Ground pinch, Taroco on the retreat will play the dribble, and Juice eliminates the next defender.
It felt like game 1. You would say Apple Slices was in control. To start off, doesn't feel that way in game 2. Feels like Lotus 8 kind of has a grasp on the reins of this opening 2 minutes, but you know, as we saw in game 1, that could flip in an instant. 1 goal is all you need to spark the candle.
We're going to need that, too. We need someone to supply it. It might just have to be Taroco again. He's been the offensive mastermind throughout the course of today. He's shown up more than we have seen throughout the rest of the Open, and it's been very timely at that, too. He was crucial in winning the first series earlier in the day, scored all the goals that we were having up against Shopify Rebellion. We're going to need him to start showing up again on offense, but right now he's being placed in a position where he has to defend. Comm will have a challenge up against CMOS. Great 50. Crispy loses that challenge. Taroco with pace. The pinch down low. CMOS extra touch into the corner. Going to guide it to safety. The pop infield to get around Comm, but Juice is there. It's a pass now from Juice to Comm, but Zai is just there to read it again. In Lotus 8, they play pace and pressure all the time. There's always someone challenging. Looks like they could walk away with a goal. A great challenge from Juice as 2 players committed. Comm now going to have an opportunity to break back out until Zai, again, the aggressive first man, shuts it down.
That's some of what I wanted to see from Juice on the defensive half. That net is empty. Can Taroco wrap around it? Put a shot on that's powerful enough? The answer is no. It was awkward from that angle, but man, I really could keep going on about how good Taroco's been playing so far today. We're going to need more, again, like we said, from not just him, but Juice and Comm as well. Everyone's been holding their own, but man, Taroco, gold star.
Absolutely right. Now we just need the other 2 to really step up, because this is where it matters. This is the series to get us into top 8. We put ourselves in a prime position to do so, but we find ourselves down a game, and we're going to need to climb back. Answering back with a game here would be massive, but the pressure all belongs to Lotus 8. Taroco with a good challenge, gets the ball away from CMOS. Comm is not going to be able to collect the corner boost. It's stolen away. Turn back in field. Good read from Taroco. Met up high by Crispy. Juice. Sidewall double. Not going to be allowed. CMOS again shutting it down. Crispy looking for bumps on the backboard. Good read. Demo comes through though. It is Juice who was able to take out Crispy. Breakout opportunity. Comm collecting boost. Demo's Crispy off the field. But again, the ball stays in the orange half. We got to break out in the offense at some point.
And these guys are playing a little bit too passive. They're not playing to win, they're playing to not lose, and that is going to eventually be your downfall, as in any traditional sport. You gotta get the aggression ramped up here, as it feels like you said, we've been in this orange half for an extended period of time. Here's the man that has been able to break us out all day, Comm. He's been able to create some space and then move into said empty space. Juice has been the beneficiary of that, but this play goes awry. Crispy now can't get it past Comm as he keeps it in, just to the lengths of CMOS. Crispy now looking again for his former teammate, or not former teammate, current teammate at Concord in CMOS, but that connection goes undenied.
Now Comm downfield, limited time on the clock. This is an offensive possession, a rare one in this game. Comm infield does beat two defenders. CMOS will have to slow it down. Does do so successfully. Zai up high, going to be met by Taroco. Good challenge in midfield, and now Juice on the turn, one-on-one. Pop over the top of one player. Out in front, it's awkward. CMOS is going to walk away with it. Comm could keep the ball alive. The flick is up, and it's off the bar. As good of an opportunity as you can ask for Apple Slices to take down the game and honestly steal it away. It'll fall away from us. Comm plays around one. Juice has an opportunity up against Zai. Looks to go underneath. Does do so. Dunk onto CMOS. Could open up a shooting lane. Taroco, backboard, no double. Comm is going to play patient.
You're gonna have to put that one behind you if you're Comm. You know, you hit that 99 out of 100 times, but here's the opportunity. One man to beat. The net is empty, but Comm was not waiting around. Would have been a tricky shot for him to get the power on that regardless. 30 seconds in now. It's been a neutral overtime, but Apple Slices starting to free up some space. Maybe they can get something to work with. Juice is going to get beat by Crispy, and here comes CMOS. Finds the reset and the recovery, but Comm able to bounce them out.
Crispy circling back in midfield. Does pop over the head of Taroco. Juice able to avoid the bump attempts offered up by Zai. CMOS bumped by Juice. Zai will have to play this out to the side. And the big thing with Lotus 8 is they play possession at all times. Always trying to find a teammate with an extra touch. It might be Juice finding himself as he's able to get the touch from the ceiling. Came through with power, but Crispy was waiting and ready for it. Now in the corner, Comm able to slow down the pace again. The Musty, though, will find its way down in the blue half. Zai back out towards CMOS again. Looking to go solo, but the touch escapes him. Taroco and Juice gonna have to work in the corner. Demo comes through. Taroco over the top of one. CMOS will pass it back towards Crispy.
You know, Juice, he's a fantastic player, but right now, especially since that Shopify Rebellion series, it does feel like he's just a little bit out of place sometimes. He's been quiet. That's not what we want to see. There's shades of a young beast mode in this kid, but we don't need a young beast mode. We need the present day beast mode. Juice is going to have to adjust to make that quick save, though, which he can up to Taroco. 2v1 for the moment. Juice tries to hunt the ball or the bump. Can't find either of them. So Taroco takes over. Quick angle. Shut down by CMOS. Comm going to be able to shoot top left corner. Again, cleared by Crispy. Juice, though, able to keep it in. 2 minutes into this overtime. The second one so far of the series. The first being taken by Lotus 8. Apple Slices looking to find one of their own.
Comm now towards the backboard. Crispy waltzing the ball downfield. He's got no boost left. Is respected for the pop by Juice, and it was good job just making sure that that pop was not available. Pezzy had, Sai had a great touchdown field. It'll be CMOS on the follow-up. Taroco now taking his time. Demo could open up space for Taroco to do some work. Looking to go in field in search of bumps. Can't find Crispy. Close call. Juice also hunting heads. Comm up next. Dunks Zai in the blue half. Now CMOS and Crispy left tripping over each other. Juice unable to punish. Senders it back out. But CMOS has the clear. And Skip Touch ends up finding the backboard. It's awkward out in front for the defense. Comm with a crucial demo going up against Zai. It's nuked all the way across field. Switching fields with rapid pace. Juice, the pop, read by Crispy.
Man, it's just a battle of defense. It's just like the 70 Bears against the 71 Bears. There's no offense, but the only opportunity is going to come from CMOS, and it's match point for Lotus 8.
Man, it really did feel like it was supposed to be our game. We had the 0-second opportunity. We had a lot of pressure in overtime, and now we're going to have to reverse sweep. Not fun. Not as fun.
No bueno.
No, this is rough. This is rough.
No bueno.
We had all the opportunities you could ask for, but again, it feels empty from Juice right now. We need him to step up, frankly.
I don't like to say it. I mean, he's a good kid. He's an absolute demon, but it's just not where we need to be.
It doesn't feel like the pressure's there. It feels super conservative when
Yes.
when we're playing at our best, things are moving fast. We're aggressive. We're not waiting on them and then trying to play reactionary. We're playing proactive. So I'm hoping we can turn it around. We got to win 3 straight.
This is a tough team to do it against as well. However, I will say Lotus 8 reverse swept 1 in their last series. Let's reverse sweep their reverse sweep, huh?
It's the only way we're going to be able to do it.
Mhm.
It's going to be a challenge, but the hope is we're able to step up and find our stride. We're going to have to win 3 games in a row up against Lotus 8, and it can happen. We're competing. It's been overtime and overtime, but Taroco for some reason is not here, and I don't think CMOS is either. I believe Taroco's game crashed. Yeah, we're going to have to wait on Taroco, but... Alright, there he is. They're both here. We're ready to go. We got to turn this ship around. Let's hope the aggression can start showing up. That's the way we play.
You want to see a lot more. I mean, the shot totals from both of these teams, it wasn't too far apart. It was 9 on the side of Lotus 8 and 8 on the side of Apple Slices. 8 shots in a game, it's okay, but you got to think, it was 7.5 minutes of game time right there. That's a shot per minute. That's not as quickly as you want to get this offense firing.
No, not at all, but look at this opportunity from Comm trying to set up Juice. CMOS going to collect that mid boost and be able to challenge right away. Untouched in the corner, but Taroco, thankfully, was able to play nice and patient. Out in front, that's an awkward offering, but Juice is able to deal with it. Now again, CMOS will bump 1, looking for teammates midfield. Instead, takes it solo. Crispy not going to be able to bump Taroco or do anything to him as Taroco will send it up towards the backboard. Comm continues it into the blue half, but again, just an immediate clear from Lotus 8. Their defense standing as strong as you would like.
I like the play there from Taroco. He's causing as much chaos as he possibly can to open some space for the young gun in Juice, but nothing found so far. Minute into this game, number 3, and it is better. The offense has, showed its guns a little bit, but no real opportunities until maybe right now. Can Taroco split the wickets? No, Zai is able to force that way back. Comm now, 1v1 against CMOS, pardon me, not Crispy, and that one's not found. CMOS does, however, get demoed, but Taroco returns the favor and clears the ball back into his own half.
Juice now the challenge up against Zai, kept neutral in midfield. Early touch from CMOS into the corner. Taroco will have the follow-up. Crispy again for the downfield. Comm possibly looking to go solo here. Slows it down with the reset, looking for the musty, but Zai is going to shut it down. No boost early challenge. We expect the aggressive first man from Lotus 8. They continue showing it. Juice over the top. Could find the far post shot, but Crispy will shut that down. The touch gets away from Comm. Could set things up for Lotus 8 as Crispy looks to break out. It's around Juice. It's a fake behind Taroco. It's just uncharacteristic from us.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. The close one! Tabbed out. Oh, okay, never mind. That's fine. See, you know what? Didn't Juice do that last weekend?
Oh, yeah, Juice had that happen on Sunday as well. But regardless, this is just, it just doesn't feel like we're playing like us. I mean, especially compared to the series earlier in the day against Team Silenced, it's a totally different performance. We're playing so reactionary. It's all based on what Lotus 8 is doing. We're not trying to implement any of our own plays, strategies, or pressure. We have to change it now. We physically do not have a choice but to change the way that things are going, because we're down 1 in this game. We're down 2 in the series. Taroco might just have to put the team on his back. Comm double tap, not on target.
Oh, it was there. You saw the opportunity, just couldn't bury it. Still, over half the game remaining. I like the infield pass here. A give and go from Juice and Taroco, or pardon me, Taroco and Comm, but the secondary link up is not found. Back into some empty space. Taroco is going to have a free ball here. He opts to pop that off the back wall and find a bump. Juice can't force his way through. Maybe on the comeback. No. Comm then. Neutral in the middle. It's Taroco now. His turn to dish out an infield pass, but that one cut off again.
Comm might find himself an opportunity, though. Spiking this one from the ceiling. Just go with the reset. Crispy and Pezzy, or I keep saying his name wrong, but you can't look at that and tell me it doesn't look like that's how it should be pronounced,
Yeah,
okay?
right,
But
you're right.
regardless, they were sat on the backboard waiting for the pace to come through. Comm will beat one with the reset, but there's two players playing the backboard. Taroco up high from the corner, read by CMOS, and Zai might have another touch as well. It's a 15 set coming through up against Juice. Zai will steal that boost. Crispy infield pass towards CMOS, 2-0 for Lotus 8.
Oh man, that's an absolute screamer, and you gotta feel like that might be the dagger into this series. Crispy and CMOS, you know, they're not the most flashy players of all time, but they do it so well with Helix at Concord. They don't make mistakes.
I don't want to compliment them right now. It was a good play. I'm just a little bit salty at present, and again, it's just more reactionary play, trying to guess what they're doing as opposed to trying to establish ourselves. We have 90 seconds to establish literally anything in this game. We don't have anything on the scoreboard. We're stuck having to defend these double offerings from CMOS. Thankfully, Juice is successful there, but we got to change the way we play, and we need it right away because a reverse sweep is required in order to win this series, and we don't even have a game yet. Nonetheless, a goal in this game. Taroco's going to find it into the corner up against Zai. Does go underneath one. 15 out in front. Good save from CMOS. Comm and CMOS meet up top. Juice, another 50 hard off the ceiling. But there's a minute left, and we have no momentum.
Something's got to change. You got to be able to pull something out the back of your hat, pull something out the sleeve. However, they're just not even able to play the ball. They're getting removed. They're getting bumped off. Comm, though, does have 2 resets, maybe uses the second to shoot that one quick, but again, it goes awry in the corner now. Midfield waiting for someone, but Crispy, of course, pops it into some empty space. 30 seconds to go. You know, you need one quicker. This might just be your last laugh in the NA RLCS Open number 2. Comm, however, looks to find Juice, which he can, but the post! Oh, no, man!
And that's how it's going to end, too, because Crispy's going to find CMOS, and they're just going to play time wasting from here. Hopefully, Juice can try to find something in a brief amount of time, but CMOS is going to shut that down, and that is a heartbreaking way that this Open is going to end up closing. It's going to be another goal as well for Lotus 8. CMOS puts it away, says what a save as well.
Hey, but he tapped out. He tapped out. Well played, Juice. Oh, no, they're actually trash talking. That's crazy.
Yeah, they are.
Insane.
And now I hope the worst for this team. You know, I thought for sure it'd be good sportsmanship, but, you know, Lotus 8 decided instead to talk trash at the end and ruin what was a decent thing. Oh, it's because of the quick chat up against Felix and
Yeah, he said he tapped out. He said he tapped out.
So, yeah, definitely not an accident from them, but
GG's gone to Taroco.
whatever.
Oh, my. Oh, my fault.
It's all good.
You know, I don't take accountability for
They're
this.
just all going back and forth now.
Oh my gosh! All right, I'm gonna stop touching things. Everything's fine.
Whatever. That's unfortunate. That sucks as a way to close, and frankly, a rude way of closing. Real bad manners on the side of Lotus 8. Thought those guys would have some class, but I mean, you don't even want to team up with your own collegiate teammate Helix, so I don't know why you're getting upset about trash talking him if you don't want to have him as your teammate on your RLCS team, but whatever. It was close.
Genji.
Foot swept Genji.
Yes.
Well, I feel good about at least calling that. Man, that's brutal. I guess who do we rate from here? Because the day is done.
It's done. Yeah, you don't have to.
Ain't no raid. All right, we're just gonna go ahead and close things out. That's unfortunate, but it was a fun time. Much appreciated for everyone who did stop in and watch. Thank you to Apple Slices for having me. This roster is running it back, by the way, next Open. That I can already confirm that they are sticking together, and you know they've already joined the Start.gg together. So hopefully we can run it back and place a little bit better. But for now, I've been McMaster. That's been Nutty, aka Nate. Follow him. His socials are in the chat somewhere. They're not too far up. That's fun times here. Joining me. Shame it couldn't be top 16.
Pleasure.
And it's a shame Lotus 8 were sore winners, because it is 10 times as bad to be a sore winner as it is to be a sore loser. But regardless, that is the day. We're gonna bounce on out of here. You all have yourselves a fantastic afternoon / evening / morning, wherever you guys are in the world. Take care.